What's up, Knicks Nation? Welcome to the Blue and Orange Brunch. We got some things to talk about today. We got a big game tonight. The Knicks take on the Denver Nuggets. I'm going to explain to you why I think the Knicks have a great chance to win tonight's game. We'll get through all the particulars, all the scouting reports, and we will map that out. As far as Karl-Anthony Towns, big bodega cat, he's looking like he may have returned to his old self. We'll discuss exactly what to expect from the big bodega going forward and what he has done to make changes and improvement in his game. Josh Hart. Now, a lot of you guys know I've been riding for Josh Hart, but unfortunately, it's looking like he has some slippage in the last couple of games. We'll identify what's going on with Josh Hart and what could be some potential solutions. And as that relates to the starting lineup, do we need to make adjustments to the starting lineup? We know that Hart has been struggling recently. Maybe it is time for a change. And also, I got some smoke from somebody in the comments section. And I usually don't respond to the craziness that exists there. But I do have to respond to this comment, and this should be interesting. We're going to discuss all of these things on this afternoon's Blue and Orange Brunch Show. Welcome to the show. I am your host, Karan Pierre, the Objective Fan, and I'm straight out of Kings County, New York City's finest. Man, you know the vibes. Tell a friend that we live, man. Big time salute to everybody in the building early. As I open up the chat, man, I appreciate you for rocking with me on this Friday afternoon, okay? As a formality, as soon as we get into the show, we got to get the likes up. Y'all know the rules here. If you watch and you enjoy, you should smash that like button. All right? It helps to let the algorithm know that this is the place to be in the afternoon. So let's take care of that ASAP. And of course, if you're not subscribed, we know that most of you guys aren't subscribed because in the last 28 days, our analytics told us that 58.8% of you guys are not subscribed. So subscribe because we know that you're watching every day, so you might as well just make it official. And of course, we're on the road to 5,000 subscribers. And once we get there, we do have this cool rookie Jalen Brunson trading card giveaway. Listen, there's no emails, there's no sign-up forms, there's no phone numbers. All you have to do is to subscribe and you'll win this card. All right, we're gonna mail this out to you as soon as we reach that mark, and we're gonna reach that mark pretty fast, okay? And I look forward to seeing you guys all on the journey. Big time salute to my man, Killer B. I see you early in the building. Of course, Zach in the building early. Big time salute, New York City salutes. Of course, Maxine, the super producer. Big time salute. Wait, what's going on, Max? I just gotta, okay. You talking about in YouTube? What's going on? Hey, listen, y'all. Maxine is the super producer. Someone's removing her post. I don't think no one could remove your post. You're a mod. So listen to all the mods. I will get rid of you if you're removing Maxine's post. All right. She's the super producer. I don't even know how that's possible. But yeah, please do not remove her post. It's very important. Okay. Oh, it might be, Max, you know what it could be? It could be stream elements. I might have to remove stream elements because the other mods wouldn't have the power to do that, but it is what it is. Continue to smash that like button, y'all. We got a lot to talk about. And let me know, Max, if that continues because we'll make that adjustment, all right? So let me see what's going on. So a couple of announcements. I want to tell you that we're going to be covering the game tonight. All right, where there's smoke, there's fire. Right after the game is definitely going down. Tomorrow, Saturday, I should be doing the NBA Saturdays as that show makes a great return. We do got members only Sundays as well. So that's also taking place. So, be sure to check that out as well. And we got some big games over the weekend as well, the Lakers and the Clippers. So we'll be doing, shows regarding those games as well. And big time salute to everybody in the building, man. Let me get the show started. I don't want to take no more of your time. So what we'll do is, as I like to start every show, I like to look at the scoreboard, man. Oh, no, I'm gonna get to that. Hold on. Give me 2 seconds. Give me 2 seconds. Oh, man, hold on. I gotta make an adjustment. Give me 2 seconds. I don't know why that's like that. Hold on. Give me 2 seconds, y'all. And we're gonna take a look at the scoreboard. I'm locked in on that comment, man. It's crazy. It's like I'm locked in on that comment. Hold on. I'm gonna get to that. And I promise I will get to that a little bit later. Okay, so why am I not seeing the black screen? Okay, yeah, this is the last time I'm doing this. Because this way that I'm doing it, because it kind of threw off everything, but we're good. We back at it. Bam. All right. So this is where I'm going to take a look at. This is where I need to be right now. And we're going to take a look at some of the scores. All right. That took place from last night's game. So, and then we'll get to tonight's games. But let's start last night, Thursday. Thursday was all right night of basketball. This game turned out to be a really good game between the Magics and the Magic, because Cooper Flag, he's back, and he's looking to make a difference. But the Magic managed to sneak one out. And by the way, the Dallas Mavericks, they're going to be a good team. They got a lot of core fundamental things they do. Like 2 things off the rip, I love that they do. They were a top 10 defense. I'm not sure if they're still there now. Remember when we last looked at them, they were. And also, they're like top 2 in 3-point defense. So those 2 elements are like the areas where a lot of good teams struggle, at least in one of those elements. So I'm glad to see, not glad, but I'm just taking note of they're not my team or anything. But yeah, they're performing well. Wizards and the Jazz, nobody gives a damn about this game, but the Jazz did get the win. Heat versus the Nets, nobody gives a damn about that game, though Miami got the victory. As far as the Warriors and the Rockets, okay, the Warriors edged them out I don't think Steph Curry played this game. Hold on. I think Steph has been out. I know KP was out. He's dealing with not POTS, some type of syndrome that causes him to be tight. Damn, look at the lineup they had. Wow, the Rockets, man, slow and doofy basketball is not working, bro. They need to stop with the slow and doofy basketball. As far as the Minnesota Timberwolves versus the Raptors, this is a game I'm going to probably try to catch in condensed game. The Wolves got the 115-107 victory. I'm telling y'all right now, we know OKC is the best team in the West, but Minnesota is a threat. Minnesota is the only team in the NBA to get to the conference finals 3 years in a row. I know they didn't get to the finals, but they've been getting to them conference finals, man. I don't know, man. I don't know. The Wolves could be dangerous. Detroit. Wait, hold up. Where's Detroit at? I repeat, Detroit, please report to the front of the stage. The Detroit Pistons got cooked last night to the San Antonio Spurs. Okay? This means that the San Antonio Spurs swept the Detroit Pistons. So to all my Pistons fans, because y'all so hype off of winning 3 games against us, does this mean that in the finals, the San Antonio Spurs would beat y'all? So could we add that to the regular season triumph list? Because you guys definitely were great failures last night. I didn't get a chance to watch that game, but I will, because I was so busy in studying the Lakers and getting ready for a show and just doing a lot. As far as the Bulls and the Suns, nobody really gives a damn about that game. But the Bulls did win in surprising fashion, because we know that they are definitely amongst the tankers. The Nuggets versus the Lakers, 120-113. I saw this game for the most part. Nuggets Lakers, let me tell you something. These are two of our opponents in the next 3 games. They don't play no defense, y'all. Whatsoever. Like, if I ever hear anyone talk about Towns' defense and you don't acknowledge Jokic's defense, we're going to have a problem. Jokic is one of the worst defenders I've seen in NBA history at the center spot. He's amongst the worst. Okay, definitely, if you look at the greatest centers in the game, let's say you got Jokic top 10 as a center, right? Let's just say you got him in the top 10, and then the other guys in the top 10, Wilt Chamberlain, Bill Russell, Shaq, all those. He's definitely far worse defensively than all of those guys. I mean, a complete liability on defense, and I think we're going to see that tonight, but I'm gonna get into some more of that a little bit later. Pelicans versus the Kings. Nobody gives a damn about that game, but the Pelicans were able to win that. Kings just completely fell off the map. And I feel like the Kings is possibly the most disappointing roster based on the talent that they had coming into the season with DeMar DeRozan, Zach LaVine, Russell Westbrook. Just the names they had. Schroeder. They had a lot of names, but names don't win games. Teams win games. And of course, tonight we got the big one. Our boys in orange and blue looking to redeem themselves against the West. We got a battle with Denver Nuggets tonight, and I look forward to that. We'll be getting into the particulars of that. As far as the Dallas Mavericks and the Celtics, this game should be interesting. The Celtics have been sliding a little bit. Wait. We're gaining on you. Watch out, Boston. But Dallas is coming to play. Cooper Flag is coming to play. And so we'll see what happens tonight. If the Celtics can redeem themselves. As far as the Heat versus the Hornets, this is actually a great game because these two teams are actually competing for bottom tier in the East in terms of the playoff standings. We got Miami versus the Hornets. Hornets been winning some games. The Hornets need to win to continue to put the pressure on Miami. As far as the Trailblazers and the Rockets, nobody really gives a damn about this game unless you live in Portland. This is a very important game for them because they're trying to compete. The Rockets on a back-to-back. I don't know their record on back-to-backs, but the way they've been looking slow and doofy, I wouldn't be surprised if the Trailblazers gets the win as long as they're healthy. As far as the Pelicans and the Suns, nobody gives a damn about that game. As far as the Spurs and the Clippers, this is an interesting game as the Clippers try to redeem themselves in the midst of investigation and pending scandal. They look to redeem themselves against the San Antonio Spurs. Okay, or not redeem, but to continue to run. All right, and the Spurs coming off their victory against the Detroit Pistons, they look to continue their hot stretch. As far as the Pacers versus the Lakers, I do got to watch this game because the Lakers are our next opponent, but nobody gives a damn about that game. All right, so that's all for the games tonight. It's going to be an action-packed night, and hopefully you guys get to enjoy some good basketball. Okay, so big time salute to everybody who just entered the building. If you just entered, continue to smash that like button. It's important that we continue to get the likes up. This is the Blue and Orange Brunch Show. All right. Big time salute to my man I'm watching in the building. JJ, what's going on? All right. Big time salute to everybody else in the building as well. Chosen. Okay. I see you. I see you. Big time salute. Let's continue to get those likes up. All right. All right. So let me get into the first thing I want to talk about. There's a lot of directions I could go in. I'm gonna get to that comment later because I will be addressing that today. I don't give a damn how many calls come in. I will be getting to that, but there's a lot of interesting stuff going on right now with this team. Let's start off with some good news before we get to the interesting stuff, right? The starting lineup stuff, the drama that consistently unfolds with this Knicks team. You know, there's always something. And, you know, we're here to talk about it, good, bad, or indifferent. Okay, let me see something. Make sure research mode is good. Bam! So this is what I want to talk about. Miles McBride, recovery is going well. Defense moving in the right direction. Of course, the Knicks defense has been great. But Ian Begley, you know, he gave a report on Miles McBride last night, and he said the recovery is going well, you know. And he hadn't heard anything that contradicts the 6 to 8 week timeline. If he returns 8 weeks after the surgery, he'll be back on the floor during the final week of the regular season. Now, that's exactly what we need and want. And really quickly, hold on. Let me go to the final week of the regular season and show you exactly what that date is, because that's huge. We need him back before the playoffs. All right. It's very crucial. So you're looking at the final week would be this little stretch here. Monday, you got Atlanta, Boston, Toronto, Charlotte. So, this week is kind of a busy, big week. So it would be nice to see Deuce McBride return during that stretch. And then you get about a week to the playoffs. The playoffs will most likely start the week later, which would be the 17th, 18th, 19th. So, yeah, that's exactly when the playoffs will start. So I'm happy to see that he can be back. We could use his shooting, and we could have used his shooting against the Oklahoma City Thunder as well. 100%. So his recovery's going well. That's good. I mean, listen, if Jason Tatum could come back from an Achilles in 10 months, I mean, Deuce McBride could come back from this injury, I'm pretty sure, in a good, timely fashion. Right? So when McBride returns, Knicks head coach Mike Brown will have to adjust the rotation. That's something that we kind of discussed recently, right? And it seems unlikely he'll cut Alvarado's minutes. I don't mind the Deuce Alvarado companionship. My issue is 3-point guards. I don't want to see Jose, Brunson, and Deuce. I am scared. Listen, I'm spooky in the woods for that. It's a recipe for disaster. You can't play 3-point guards at the same time. It's worse than the no center lineup. The no center lineup is another lineup that we need to take and throw it in the trash. It's not a lineup that I would suggest you would run, because cross matches, rebounding, and defense. You go up against a team that knows how to utilize mismatches, you're going to get cooked. So we have to do a better job, okay, in that. But I don't mind it. I love it. If that's the 3 guards you run with, a 3-guard rotation with Brunson, Deuce, and Jose, I'm good with it. And you could play 3 out of those 3 guys. All 3 could play in 2-man situations, including those 3 guys. So I'm with it. So I'm glad to hear Ian tell us about Deuce's recovery. So we could talk about that. What's your thoughts on Deuce? How will he impact the lineup? Right? How will things change? And then I'm going to get into Josh Hart. Got to get into Josh Hart. And then after this, I'll take calls. But Josh Hart is someone who, if you ask me, he has been the key to the Knicks' success. Him starting. But I would be an objective. I mean, I wouldn't be the objective fan. I would be a straight up stan if I were to ignore what Josh Hart is doing now recently. I mean, he's been slipping. He's been slipping, falling, and can't get up. And honestly, we've seen the same slip and fall last year. There was a point in time last season where Josh Hart was shooting either 40% or high 30% threes. And then he just went in a major slump. I'm starting to believe that's what we're seeing now. Hold on, really quickly. I'm going to go to his just so I could show you. I like to look at numbers. I'm a numbers guy, and this is what we do. We use stats with context. I'm going to show you how dangerous it is to use stats out of context. And fans do it all the time. And when you do that, you come to conclusions that's usually just wrong. Okay. I think that's hockey. Saw something about the Kings. I get mad alerts, and this is the afternoon. This is the time for alerts. From 11 p.m. to now is the time where you get all types of news coming in. But make sure I'm in the right. Yeah, okay. Josh Hart. So just look at his 3-point shooting. Look at his 3-point shooting in the recent games. So you got 0% against OKC, 0% against Toronto, 1 for 6 against the Spurs, 2 for 7 against Milwaukee, 2 for 8 against Cleveland. Then he did 1 for 1 against Chicago, but then 0 for 3 against Houston, no threes against Detroit, One out of 3 threes against Philly. Indiana, this is the last time he had a good game was against Indiana. And if you want to count the Chicago, he just made 1 3. But he went 2 or 3 from 3 against Indiana. And ever since the Indiana game, it's been downhill. Okay, so we can't act like we don't see this as Knicks fans. I am the objective fan. I am not a player pusher. I'm not going to push a guy or act like a guy's not doing that. Like, that's just pure numbers, pure database. And it's part of the reason why I think I gave him a C+ or something like that for the Knicks in 10 review, because I can't ignore the 3-ball. It hasn't been good. But here's the thing, too, on the flip side. Josh Hart, while he's not shooting the 3-ball well, he's getting a lot more three-point opportunities because he is being left wide open and he is taking the shot. So how do you balance that? But here's the thing, too, to add to the 3-point shooting, his workload has seen the biggest decline. He entered Wednesday's 103-100 loss to the Thunder at Madison Square Garden, averaging 30 minutes a game. That's a minus 7.3 from last season. This is what Hart had to say. That's what he feels is best, right, after Wednesday's game. If that's what he sees fit, that's what he sees fit. Hart had long gotten used to minutes under Tom Thibodeau. 37.6 minutes last year, was the league leader, right? He was the minutes champion. I'm not sure if that's an award that you want to be the minutes champion, but anyway, I digress. Oh, also, let me just say this. The minutes are going up. I'm not sure if y'all peeped that, but Mike Brown are playing certain guys more minutes. And I'm like, it's kind of a little bit of a mystery to me why no one really calls that out. Now, granted, overall, the minutes are fine. He's doing a great job overall, but the minutes are up for certain people, not Josh Hart. Here's the major key, and this is what I think the solution is. It's in what Josh Hart just said. He said it takes a little bit of an adjustment. I think it also depends on how I'm playing. That's a major key. Okay, games last year, the year before, if there was an 82-game season, you're bound to have bad games. That's a fact. They all do. I think some of those bad games, I shouldn't have played as much. You could have went to Landry Shamet or more minutes for campaign. Something like that. I agree with that. That's a great point. But that's what he's been doing. So that's what Mike Brown has been doing. Mike Brown has been cutting his time because his efficiency is dropping. Okay? So this year it takes a little bit to get used to, but you got guys like Landry Shamet playing extremely well this season. Big time salute to Landry Shamet. Once again, with NBA players, it's not what they say, it's what they don't say. If these guys got chemistry issues and ego issues, why would he big up Landry Shamet? Why would he mention Campaign, who's not even on the team anymore? If I don't like these guys, am I going to be that much of a media-trained athlete to mention them? Maybe. But usually, you don't mention people who you don't like. Like, if I don't like you, I'm not going to bring you up without disrespecting you. So the chemistry issues that we say is there, I'm not buying into it. Also, like my man JJP said, the whole chemistry bit is overrated because a lot of the great teams had no relationship off the court. Guys barely spoke. Guys didn't like each other, whether it was Kobe or Shaq, and they still won. I don't give a damn about off-the-floor friendly chemistry, how you feel in the locker room. What happens when you get on that goddamn floor? And these guys, to me, appear to be a tight-knit unit, okay? So there's more, but if you want to check this out, this will be in the Substack as well, as long as all the articles we go over will be in the Substack. But that's the Josh Hart bit. And then there's another bit to it, the starting lineup, and I'm going to get to that. But you know, big time salute to everybody who just joined. If you just joined, this is the Blue and Orange Brunch. I see Matter of Opinion in the building. Big time salute to you. I do have to give a big time salute to my MVP donors. So I'm gonna do that really quickly. We appreciate your support to all the people who donate, whether it be the Cash App, the Super Chats, the link trees, the orders, the merch. I mean, there's many ways to support this channel, and you guys take advantage of all of them. So we'd like to give a big time salute to you guys who support. Of course, my man AP, the donors of all donors. We appreciate you, AP. Big time salute to you. Big Mike, big time appreciation to you. Buzzer Beater, big time appreciation to you. New York City salute. Of course, Chosen and Loving It, big time appreciation salute to you. You always ask some pretty good questions as well. Empire 717, big time salute to Empire 717. Him 2722, big time salute to you. Jay Chosen, according to AP, he's a legend. Big time salute to him. My man J Tap, of course, J Tap mom. Man, I appreciate you, J Tap. We go all the way back. He came out to the fight party last year, all the way from California. Big time salute to him. My man JT, of course, King from Brooklyn. My man LD, all right? Mellow Mike. Big time salute to Mellow Mike. Big time salute to all of these guys, man. Listen, these guys are the MVP donors. Mr. Knicks 101. My man Mark from New Day Entertainment. Big time salute to you. Paris Thugger. Sean Hayes. Zach. Okay, big time salute to Zach. Knicks Tape Madness Discord server channel member. And of course, I gotta also salute the Cash Appers. My man Rock from the ATL. My man Ty from Long Island to Cali. Tugboat Taylor. Big time salute to you. And my man Mark. We do appreciate all that support. And to all the members, the new ones and the ones that are just the MVP members, my man NY Knicks 627, my man Von Allen, okay? Diane K. Love, big time salute to you. Of course, I forgot this guy right here deserves a major round of applause. My man Pat the Engineer, okay, who's also a member. Big time salute to you, Pat the Engineer. I appreciate your support. You always donate a gang of memberships every time you pop up, man. We appreciate it. As far as my man King Speech Road, big time salute to you. Juan Castillo, big time salute to you. All right. Cody Glock, big time salute to you. Camp Life, all right. Christopher Phillips, Steven Torres, big time salute to all the new channel members and the channel member MVPs. We appreciate all of you guys, man. So I had to take that segment there. All right. Continue to smash that like button. It's very important we show love and salute. And I think we do got another. The man, I just mentioned the man. Big time salute to my man AP. He says that this year is the year of the Objective Knicks fan channel. What a season. An explosion from year one. Great job. Maybe the absolute best show. Maxine, maybe the biggest addition of this year. Here's the trophy. Big time salute to my man AP. Hey man, I appreciate your support, man. You know, you have been a key integral part of the supporters supporting the brand, helping us grow as well. Yes, we have grown a lot, and we are not done. Right? We are on the road to 10K, and it don't stop there. Once we get to 10K, we're gonna be on a whole nother road. But like he said, we gotta give a big time salute to Maxine, the super producer. Yes, her hard work has not gone ignored. That she does a lot for this channel, and we appreciate Maxine. Maxine, you are the greatest. Okay, and listen, we got so much plans. Like during our production meetings, it's so fire. The way she conducts herself with business, she is the best. So definitely, we got to give Maxine all the credit and all the love. The super producer. All right. Let's see. I think we also got a Cash App. Big time salute to my man Rock on the Cash App. I appreciate you, Rock. And look, Rock, you could use this for callbacks. All right, just let me know. But I appreciate you. He said for the king and the queen. Big time salute to my man Rock on the Cash App. All right. Definitely appreciate that, Rock, man. I had to give you a big time salute. And to see, this is what we do on this channel. See, I'm from Kings County, right? And let me tell you something. yes, you got haters and you got, players and all people, all different types of walks. So in life, you got two types of people. You got players and you got haters. I am a player. I don't hate on nobody. I am from Brooklyn. Like Biggie said, we spread love the Brooklyn way. Now, we do got haters, but they on that side. How I got down, how I came up, we came up by showing love and doing right by people. That's why I get a lot of love in Brooklyn. Big time salute to Brooklyn. You feel what I'm saying? So that's just how we get down. So that's why I salute everybody. I make sure I take the time out to let the MVP donors get the light and the shine. So we appreciate you guys. So what I'm going to do now, we got to get the likes up. Got to continue to get the likes up, and I'm going to take some calls, all right? All right, so if you call, because some of you guys call, I will return your call. So just be on the lookout for the return call, all right? And we're talking about the Nuggets game tonight. We're talking about Josh Hart, his decline, a potential change in the starting lineup. Just to give you guys some guides and things, but continue to smash that like button is important, all right? And you could call up, okay? So, missed a lot of calls. Wow. Okay. I'm going to go in order, all right? Let me go in order. Got a nice caller to start the show. This guy, he never disappoints us with his takes. Hopefully he answers.
Yo.
JJ, what's going on? Can you hear me?
What's good, Karan? Happy Friday, brother. How's everything, man?
Hey, yo, listen, everything is great. It's fantastic. We got Knicks basketball tonight. The Discord server going to be on fire. It's going to be on fire.
I'm going to be in there 100%, man. I'm going to be rocking, yo. I'm going to be in there for sure. You already know.
Of course, man. Where we going, man? Where we going?
Yeah, man. I got to go with the game tonight, man. Listen, I'm excited for this one. It looks like Aaron Gordon's going to make his return. So that's going to help their defense. He's like their OG, right? Could guard multiple positions. So that's good, though. I don't want to be Detroit. I don't want to face teams missing their best players. And, I want to play teams that are at full strength. So, yeah, I think we're going to win, though. I really do. We always seem to match up well versus Denver. So yeah. I think that even with Gordon, I'm not a fan of their defense. So yeah, I think we're gonna win. I'm gonna just throw out a score. I think we win 125-122. I think we got the dub tonight. Yeah. I think we
One thing I'll say really quickly is that I don't think Gordon can solve their problems. He can't solve all the defensive problems. Trust me. He can't.
There's too many problems. You got Hardaway out there. Jokic, Murray. Yeah, it's a mess.
Yeah. So, but he's going to help, though. He's going to help on the offensive end. Right. Especially. Yeah, he's going to help on the offensive end. But yeah, go ahead. I don't want to take up most of your time. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm just I'm curious what happened to those Detroit fans. They've been they're missing. What happened? I'm not sure what happened.
We know what happened. They got
a couple
their ass
losses.
kicked.
Right. What happened, man? Y'all looking spooky out here, man. Very spooky. You guys have been here all year. Now all of a sudden you can't hang with the big boys because it's not so easy when you're playing teams that are healthy, huh? Just saying, I've been warning them in the playoffs and certain times in the season. You're not going to get these breaks you've been getting every damn game. Playing teams without their best player, their second best player. That ain't going to work. So 100%. You're getting a little exposed. Cade shut down by Castle again. 10 for 26 after he was like 6 for 27 the last time they played the Spurs. You're looking spooky out here.
Uh-oh, it's getting spooky out here. Hold up. We in the woods. We in the woods. With Jalen Duran. Let's go.
I'm a huge Durham fan. I saw he had like 5 fouls in like 10 minutes. Oof.
That's one of the weaknesses. Rough. I told y'all.
Yeah.
They get in foul trouble.
Right. Listen, you shut down Cade. Where are you going to go? Tobias?
Where you going to
Thompson?
Go? Yep.
Where you going? Yeah, y'all looking, you guys got to show up, man. Don't be little cowards. You guys are here every show, man. Trolling.
Every show.
Now you're going to go back into hiding? That's predictable. It's predictable.
Of course. It's predictable. Not even number 2. I
Yeah.
appreciate you, JJ. Great
All
call,
right,
man.
brother. I'll see
I
you
knew
in the
you was gonna bring the
Discord.
energy. All right, big time.
I'll see you. All right, man. Peace.
What's going on, Trey from Queens, man? Talk to me, brother.
My guys are how you been, bro? Everything smooth?
Hey, everything good, man. Yo, it's game day. I'm hyped. I think
I'm
we gonna win tonight. Where
yo,
we going?
finally I remember because every time I call up I be forgetting because I be smoking. But look, I remember
Right.
today. All right,
Okay.
so tonight, great test real quick because we just took the L and Cat always looks good against Joker. We got the better team. I want to see
100%.
how it plays out. Now, the Josh Hart thing. What I do like about Josh Hart, he tried. He started out shooting 40% from three.
Yep.
Lately, you know what I'm saying? He didn't took a decline. But however, the great thing about it, Mike Brown, unlike Tibbs, he will play guys, and he has three
Right.
guys off the bench that he trusts. So, like I said before with Bridges, if he's not shooting good, we have Shaman. That guy, Mike Brown, he trusts Shaman, and I like Shaman because he could shoot. So, and we just can't wait till it's too late. Against the Spurs, against OKC, we waited a little too long, and then he put him
Right.
back in the game. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, damn, But other than that, we looking good, and I like the fact that everyone got a little upset. Like everyone's pissed with the refs. Mike Brown,
Yep.
I don't really typically like him, but I like the fact that he got mad. And now it's like the playoffs. This is the type of attitude we need right now. And
Yep.
one last thing that I noticed, we win all the time, not when Brunson puts up 35, not when him and Cat combine for like 50, 60. We win all the time when everybody's into the game and everybody just plays good. The bench
Right.
plays good. Cat plays good. Bridges playing good. That's all we need. We don't need, the hero ball from Brunson to get to the promised land. I noticed that. Check that out for the rest of the season. When everybody just plays good ball, not hero, not 30, when we just play good and smart and don't do dumb things, we win every time. Because you know
Yeah.
why? We have 9 niggas coming into the game that can play. Everybody
Right.
else has a strong 4, a strong 5, 6. We have
Right.
9. So it's
9.
like we
Yep.
getting into a brawl fight, a bar fight, and we jumping niggas. We got 10 niggas. Y'all got 5. We win all the time when we do that. I'm gonna leave it there because I know I didn't talk you to death.
Nah,
And
it's all good. Go
if
ahead.
your line dries up, you know what I'm saying, call me back because sometimes, some people are a little long-winded and don't get to the point. So if your line dries up a little bit and you want to talk to somebody, with some Knicks intellect, call your boy back. You heard?
I hear you, but listen, the line never dries up, brother. It never dries up. I
I
miss calls
forgot.
most
My
of the
fault.
time. Yeah,
I
we
forgot.
lit now.
Part of self. My bad. Shame on me.
It's all good though. I appreciate you, brother.
Yo, keep doing your thing, my nigga. Peace.
I'm here every day. Big
I
time.
10
no
seconds.
problem.
All right. I'm here every day, twice a day. All right. If I miss a day, it's usually because my son is sick. That always throws me off. Let me get this brother on the line. 646-995-8389. We got a lot that we're talking about today. Today is an action-packed day. What's going on, Rock from the ATL? What's
Hey, what's
good?
going on, Kay?
Man, nothing much, man. Thank you for the support, man. We appreciate over here. We independent and we putting in this work. So where you want to go today, brother?
First and foremost, shout out to that caller, bro. That brother sound like a rap song, man.
Yeah, my man Trey from Queens. Let's go.
Yo, man, well, we can say that you are part of actually new media, not so much
Yep.
Draymond, because Draymond is just a knucklehead. He just got some crazy ideologies.
Yeah.
But ever since Knicks lost to OKC, everybody's up in arms. Either they're saying they're tired of OKC style or they trying to support them one
Right.
way or the other. But it's got regular media going crazy. But anyway, I just wanted to put that out there. But also damn, the word is up, man. The gigs is up for Detroit, ain't it? Shut
Yeah.
down Kane. Ain't nowhere else to go. We can survive bad shooting by Josh Hart because we got enough
Bingo.
firepower to support him and still pull through and get the win. But man, it sure is kind of quiet out there for them Pistons, man. That's all I gotta say, bro.
Where they at?
I don't know. They hiding under a tree or something.
Mm.
The
Man,
Pistons ain't
listen.
firing. Pistons ain't
Listen.
firing. The engine is
The
shut down.
Pistons,
The car's
bingo.
on the side of the road.
Bingo. And I'm not sure if you remember, but number 7 called and he said, yo, I was right in the debate. We not winning the championship. I'm not sure if you remember that or you heard that. But he called back after they lost to the Spurs the first time.
Yeah.
And he said that. Yeah, so.
Maybe the rest of them are coming around to that reality right now, and that's why it's so quiet.
Yeah, number 5, Ben came. You notice how you guys never heard from them, number 5, anymore. He sent me the text. He was the first one to convert. He was like, yeah, I keep telling these guys they're not going to beat the Knicks. Da-da-da-da. Like, yeah. I was going to expose that in the debate, but I didn't get a chance to. But yeah, they quiet.
You're going to know it's official and the whole nation is shut down for this year when number 2 comes around. You know, the Kramer to your Jerry?
Yes.
Kicking the door, come with the crazy,
What could he say, though? They got exposed, man.
I don't know.
They got exposed.
I'm waiting. But shout out, brother. I'll get back with you after the game for sure.
100%, man. And look, if you want to use the callbacks, you can. If you're triggered, you could always, you got to. I'm gonna use those as a callback.
Okay, cool.
Right?
Thanks.
All right, big time. All right, it's my man Rock. Keep the calls coming. Hello, caller. State your name. Where you calling from? Yeah, I don't know what that is. You got to fix your line before you call back. Make sure your line is fixed before you call up. By the way, these are the call-up show rules. All right? So each call is 3 minutes. You hear the let's go, and then the end when it's time for the call to end. Okay? And then, of course, we have the $5 callback rule. If you are triggered, and I guarantee with this show, the way it goes, you can come back and, address whatever was said. That's how we get down on this channel. And if you a troll, this is not the line to call because I'm just going to block you. I don't got time. See, what I do on this channel, I talk basketball. I don't sensational talk, dissing people. LeBron is trash. I don't do that. That's weak. I talk basketball. We talk news, sports news, basketball. That's it. I don't talk about people's mamas. I don't talk about people's girls. I don't need to do that. I'm really good at talking basketball. Let me show you something. See this right here? That right there? That's the Nuggets scouting report. Not even from last night. This is the one from before last night. All right? Last night is right here. All right, see that? So, yeah, I'm cooking with hot grease, man. That's what I do on this channel. So if you trolling, you got to go. Now, I'm going to try this person one more time. Hopefully, they fix their phone line. If not, you going on the block forever list. 646-995-8389. Call up. Voice your opinion. Curious to know what you got going on. Giving them a shot.
Hello.
Hey, you're there. Okay, thank God. What's going on, man? What's your name? Where you calling from?
My name is Mr. K. I'm calling from New Jersey.
Okay, Mr. K from New Jersey. All right, Jersey in the house, man. Where we going, man? Where we going?
I just want your thoughts on, I seen a report today on ESPN that Jason Tatum is coming back tonight against the Dallas Mavericks. I want to know your thoughts on that. But I'm a Knicks fan. I've been a Knicks fan for a long time.
Right.
But I just want to know your thoughts on this Jason Tatum story that he's going to come back tonight against the Dallas Mavericks. So I just want to know your thoughts on that, my brother.
Yeah, it's a miracle, right? It's a miracle because we hadn't seen nobody really come back this fast from an Achilles, or at least I don't remember seeing nobody come back this fast. KD was out for 2 years. So I'm hoping for his sake, because I'm not a player hater, I hope that it works out for him. Of course, I hate the Celtics. I don't really care for them, but I'm waiting to collect more data, and I'm gonna do a special show on that.
Okay, my brother. Sounds good. Thanks for the call.
Big time. I appreciate you. All right. Yeah, it's too early for me to talk on Tatum. I need to see more. I need to read more. And right now, it's not really off to go off. I just hope that he doesn't have a setback because I like Tatum. I do. I hate the Celtics, but I love Tatum. You know, not just because he went to Duke. I just like him as a player, and I would hate for his career to be derailed for him coming back too soon. So I don't even know what to say on that right now. It's just new terror. It's a lot of new things going on, including Mitchell Robinson and his load management. I mean, that's just a new frontier. I'm gonna deal with that on Members Only Sunday. But as far as Tatum, you know, I'm wishing him the best because I know he worked hard. That's one thing about him. What they described, the work that he was doing, hard work. All right. And I really do hope that it works out for him. You know what? I'm gonna unleash the cannon right now. Give me 2 seconds. While I get ready to unleash this cannon, continue to smash that like button. All right. It's very important to the algorithm. All right. We got to let the algorithm know that this is the place to be. All right. In the afternoon. Okay. We do this show every day, and you can look forward to it every day from Tuesday to Friday throughout the week. Monday, we got the podcast This Week Inside the Knicks. Okay. So continue to smash that like button. What I'm doing right now, I'm getting ready to show you this comment, this ridiculous comment that I've seen that, you know, definitely didn't make much sense to me. Now it made sense, but the problem is people they're trying to confirm bias, right? Let me just stop that. They're trying to confirm bias. You see, what makes me unique is that I'm the objective fan. I love the Knicks, but I'm not a Knicks stan boy. I don't have to make the Knicks look good. You want to go watch those videos? You can. Oh, the Knicks are good beside this. The Knicks are, no. I'm going to tell you when the Knicks are good, and I'm going to tell you when the Knicks are bad. I give you the real talk every time. So I make statements about Mitchell Robinson, right? A lot of people agree. They don't agree. You got Mitchettes. It is what it is, right? So this was in response to the Mitchell Robinson screen problem. Now, someone called up and they said that Mitch don't know how to set screens. I'm not going to go that far. I don't think he's bad at set screens. I just don't think he dives off the screen and roll. He's lazy with it. Hold on, let me show you something. When you set the screen, right, you got to take off and go. You can't just, this is what Mitch does. And then he slowly walks away. And you're not going to get lobs, especially from Brunson, because they're blitzing the pick and roll. When I say blitzing, it means that they're doubling the pick and roll. Two guys come over, okay, and they come to double the pick and roll. Brunson as the ball handler, right? Now, Mitchell Robinson is free, right? But because he doesn't dive hard enough, the help from the weak side, which is pretty much the side where the ball isn't, they bring the help defender over, and now Brunson has to do this against two taller players. That's why Mitch does not get more buckets. But when he does get opportunities to score, this comment is what reigns supreme. Guess what percentile Mitchell Robinson is in for a roll man? So that's the comment, right? It's a very short comment, right? I'm going to take it off the screen, right? But this is what he responded. And the way he responded is trying to like throw shade on me, like, I don't know what percentile Mitch is in, and if I did, then I wouldn't say what I'm saying. No, what I'm saying, it actually explains exactly what the problem is. All right. And this is what I mean by stats with context, because, you know, when you have stats with context, then you could understand why things transpire the way they do. Hold on, give me 2 seconds. I'll fix this. All right. All right, bet. So look, I'm gonna take you here. Bam. I'm on NBA.com. If you want to know where I'm at the play style. No, I'm not there. Hold on. All right, this is where you go. Let me show you where you go. You go to play type, I mean. When you go to play type, you click pick and roll man, okay? This is where we are. So we're going to get to the bottom of this Mitchell Robinson 100 percentile. Now, this is what he's talking about. Oh, damn it. Hold on. I'm in teams. Let me go to players. My fault. All right. So now I'm in teams. Let me go to the right place. All right. Go to play type. All right. I ain't gonna lie. NBA.com is just, it's a lot going on here. It's really tedious. All right. I don't think I select the right one. I want to select pick and roll man. Bam. And then we're going to go to the 100th percentile, right? Now, at the time when he sent the message, can y'all see that? Hold on. Give me 2 seconds. I don't think y'all can see it. I'm going to make it a little smaller. And I'm going to try to get this on the screen because y'all have to see this, okay? Hold on. You know what I'm going to do? I know exactly what I'm going to do. Hold on. Give me 2 seconds. I'm going to have to move this over. I want y'all to see it because it's blocked out. Y'all can see scoring frequency, right? No, you can't see that. Okay, cool. So all the way to the right corner, Mitchell Robinson, his pick and roll as a roll man percentile is 100, right? And hold on, let me see if I could just tweak this because it's driving me crazy that y'all can't see it. Give me 2 seconds. Try to make this so y'all can see it. And I don't know why it's like that. It's really weird, but so now y'all can see it, okay? All right. Now y'all can see it. Okay, cool. His pick and roll percentile is 99.2. Okay, it was 100 at the time. All right. So he put this in the chat because he think that, oh yeah, I didn't know this, or this was his shining moment. Okay. Now, being in the 100 percentile, that's really good, right? It's a really great place to be. It's a place where, you know, guys who are the most productive when they are in screening roles as the roll man are, okay? But notice who's with him in the top. Trey Murphy III and Caleb Love. Would you consider these guys great pick and roll guys? How many of you guys would say Caleb Love and Trey Murphy III, that those guys are elite pick and roll men? Because that's what he said. He said that Mitchell Robinson was in the 100 percentile. He threw that out there like that was supposed to prove that Mitch is this great guy. If you see Caleb Love as the #1 guy, he's the only one in the NBA at the 100 percentile in screening roles. Would you say that that's a great stat to look at to verify if Mitch is a great screener? Let me tell you something. My man BK, what's his name? BKNY Knicks. Yeah, what is it? Is that Ben's LGK? Let me tell you something, Ben's LGK. I do this for real, not for play. I do this for real, not for play. Let me show you something. Right? So now that I show you the other guys, hopefully you guys agree that Caleb Love is not the best at screening because he's in the 100th percentile. What the hell does that mean? It's called stats with context. This is why I don't like advanced stats, because you guys will go to NBA.com, you'll pull this up, and then you'll share it and say, hey, that's why Mitchell Robinson is great at pick and roll. No. Okay, I'm going to give you another bone. What about this? What about the PPP, points per possession? Mitchell Robinson at the time, he was #1. Of course, Caleb Love came out of nowhere, all right? He wasn't here when I last looked this up. Anyway, so Caleb Love, Trey Murphy, Mitchell Robinson, top 100 percentile, top 92, meaning that they have the highest points per, that's all that means. Okay, it's a cute way of saying that you lead the top. So this and this is the same, all right? So that's phenomenal. Mitchell Robinson, big top salute. Forget Rudy Gobert. Forget Allen from the Cleveland. Forget the other guys that we know are great pick and roll. Those guys, why those guys are not in the top? Why those guys are not in the top? Salute to Jericho Sims. Jericho Sims, #4 behind Mitch. Why aren't the best guys that we know set screens, why aren't they in the top? This is the problem. When you're a biased Knicks fan and you're looking for stats to prove that your opinion is right, you're going to get cooked. This is why I want to get in the Knicks war room with anybody, because I know all the good stats that tell me that these Knicks are for real. And I know the bad stats, but the good stats overwhelm the bad stats. And we could debate playoff matchups any day of the week with any one of you, whether you're Detroit, I already did that, whether you're Cleveland, whether you're Boston, let's do it. But if you're going to come at me with baseless stuff like this, you're going to get cooked. Because, see, this is where the context comes in. When you go to possessions, all right? Possessions, meaning how many times do you actually run pick and roll? Mitchell Robinson is nowhere to be found. Where is Mitchell Robinson? These are the guys that's actually running screen and roll. Joel Embiid, Vujacic, Sabonis, Davis. How about Alex Sarr? How about Nikola Jokic? How come when we did this, y'all, we didn't see none of those guys in the top? Could you explain that to me? I really want to know. How come when we went to PPP, we didn't see none of these guys in the top? You know why? Because these guys that's in the top are barely running screen and roll as the goddamn roll man. See, this is what the guy who came, he thought he was coming for me like he's slick. Oh, do you know the percentile that Mitch is in? Listen, I'm going to tell y'all something. I am Statmaster Miyagi. This is what I do. When I do my Knicks in 10 show, I give you practical stats. I could do all the percentiles and all of that. What is that really telling you? If you can't explain the context, what's the purpose of using it? I tell you, I could do a show and I could get an advanced stat for every player on the Knicks and try to pass it off and try to show that they're a good player by using that stat. Any player you could do that with. That's why I don't like advanced stats to a degree, to a certain degree. Now, there are good ones, defensive rating, right? Rebound percentage, those things are great stats. But when you want to come and talk about the percentile to try to prove that Mitchell Robinson, yeah, man, Mitchell Robinson, you don't know what you're talking about. He's elite. He's in the top 100 percentile. Okay. Well, what about possessions? How often is he doing it? It's great to have that points per possession. It's great. That's fantastic. But if you're only doing it 0.6, hold on, I'm going to tell you the amount of times he's doing it. Hold on. We go back to the 100 percentile. Mitchell Robinson is at 0.6 points per possession. That puts him in the bottom of the bottom. He's not generating any offense. And it's because I said what I said. He's not diving hard off pick and rolls. He would average way more had he just run off the goddamn screen. So I'm trying to figure out what the hell the guy is telling me in my comments when that's why I said Mitchell Robinson needs to run more screen and roll. He needs to run it more. Not run more. He needs to dive more. That will give him more points. You can't set the screen and roll and barely run. You got to dive hard. That's what Jericho Sims is doing. Go watch Jericho Sims in Milwaukee, what he does when he sets the screen. He out of there. He's gone. Mitchell Robinson ain't going nowhere. He's moving too slow. Then sometimes he stands there. There's no buckets. You can't set a screen and stand there, and you ain't got no bag on offense. You ain't got no jumper. You ain't got none of that. That's why he's not getting no points. So what good is the percentile and the points per possession, but you're not getting enough possessions. You're getting less than one possession a game. That's insufficient. All right, I'm done. I'm sorry. I was triggered a little bit. I see I can't respond to all the comments. Big time salute to the channel. I do respond to those. But yeah, don't think you coming for me because you get some little stat there and now you feel confident to step up to Stat Master Miyagi. You're going to have to do more than that for me because I don't say stuff unless I have evidence to back it. I don't get on the mic and just say, because, oh, yeah, I got to prove I like Mitchell Robinson. So, oh, wait a minute. He's giving us 1.89 points possessions. But how many possessions are you getting? It's almost like saying, I'm going to give you the exact correlation. And if you don't understand what I'm saying, this will bring it home. It's like saying, yo, the brother's shooting 75% from three. That's great. How many threes is he shooting? He's shooting 0.6, 0.2 threes a game. Oh, he ain't taking no shots. But he had one good game where he balled out. That's what that's like saying. You guys want to call up, you can. I'm going to get to the calls in a second, but these are the rules, all right? The $5 callback rule is in effect if you are triggered. For all the Mitchell Robinson people who I may have pissed off, I don't give a damn. I keep it real. I'm out here just to make you feel good and tell you, oh, yeah, Mitch is the greatest thing since sliced bread. But continue to smash that like button. I got to give a big time salute to Chosen and Loving It for joining OCAV Nation. Big time salute to you, Chosen and Loving It. Welcome. Listen, if you want to get in the Discord, you can. You know, to all the channel members who are members and you're not in the Discord, it's a great way to extend the conversation with me. I am heavy in there. We have a 24/7 Knicks chat. We gets it in. And it really turns up during game time. It's like we're watching the game together. You know, a lot of us, we don't really have, you know, people that we know that really care about the Knicks the way we do. So this is why we create these communities. But I'm in there going crazy. I'm coming in there with the Stat Master Miyagi stuff. I'm telling you about third quarters, first quarters. I'm telling you about Towns, what our record is when he gets 5 fouls or more. We're 4-12. See, I drop real stats that really impact basketball. I'm not going to just drop, oh, yeah, he's in the 100th percentile and then walk away. Madness. But continue to smash that like button, okay? I do appreciate your support. And by the way, while you're smashing the like button, I do have to remind you that the pre-orders are out for game night, the playoff edition, the latest edition to the 82 Nights series. So we got to take a quick time out. Listen, if you're serious about following the postseason, I created this for you. All right? Game Night, the playoff edition. This playoff journal is where you can track the bracket, write down your prediction, break down each series, and capture the moments that make the playoffs unforgettable. Don't just watch the playoffs, capture it. You can grab your copy right now. The link is in the description and on the screen. Linktree/TheObjectiveFan. Linktree is where you can find all the information. And by the way, too, to everybody who reaches out while the show is not on, you cannot reach me from this number. So if you want to contact me while I'm not doing the show, check the Linktree. The email is there. Send me an email, okay? info@thisweekinsidetheknicks.com. All you got to do is go to the Linktree. The email address is there. Do not call this number because you're not going to get a response, all right? Yeah, this is just for the shows. This is a show call-in number, okay? But definitely check out Game Night. Pre-orders are available for a limited time, and we do have free shipping. So free shipping, and it will be to your house before the playoffs begin, all right? I'll talk a little bit more about that later. Big time salute to everybody in the building. Continue to like and subscribe. We do got the 5K giveaway. We will be giving away this Jalen Brunson card to one of our lucky subs. All you got to do is subscribe. That's it. Simple. We know that a lot of you guys are not subscribed in the last 28 days. So we want to make sure that we close the gap for YouTube, okay? Let me see what you guys. Big time salute to Maxine, the super producer. Okay, Jay Chosen, you said you're horrible. Listen, Jay Chosen, it's very simple, yo. I make it so easy. Right now, if you go to the community section for channel members, the membership section, there's a post there that says join the Discord with the link. All you got to do is click the link. That's it. You ain't got to do nothing else more spectacular than that, Jay Chosen. Great to see you in the building as well. But yeah, where are the Detroit Pistons fans? All right. Where are the Detroit Pistons fans? Like, seriously, I got an APB out on them. It's a mystery, man. Don't tell me y'all that much sore losers. You see, Maxine, this is why I told you I did not want to do the Knicks War Room after the game. Because if we would have beat them, they wouldn't have showed up. That's that fair weather fandom that I can't stand. And by the way, yeah, the phone lines is open, so you guys could call up anytime, you guys feel ready to as well. And if I miss your call, I will get back to you. Let me just make sure I didn't miss a whole bunch of calls. Okay, I think we're good on the phone lines. Yeah, we're good on the lines. Yeah, keep the numbers coming in, and I'm gonna continue to cook because there's some topics to discuss this morning. So if you feel triggered as well, you can activate the $5 call back. Okay, let me see. So we talked about Hart. Let's talk a little bit about the starting lineup. I don't think we addressed that. Is it time to change the starting lineup? Is it time? Josh Hart, he got us to this point. Is it time to change the starting lineup? Oh, I do got a call. Hello, caller. State your name and let the people know where you're calling from.
What's up, KP? This is Walls P from Matter of Opinion.
Oh, big time. Oh, yeah, channel member. What's going on, brother? How you feeling?
What's going on, man? I'm doing all right, man. I'm definitely a long-time listener, mainly from the Rewatch crew, so I'm finally catching a live show.
Big time, man. I appreciate you, man. So where you want to go? We got the game tonight. I mean, it's a lot. It's a lot of directions, man. Josh Hart, where we going?
All right. As far as the game tonight, I'm not really worried about the Nuggets because we owned them. They don't really play defense like that, so I'm not really worried about them. The only reason why I'm worried about this game is because I want us to track down the Celtics. But even if we don't track down the Celtics, let's just say for the sake of argument, they wind up losing this game, it's all good because I honestly think Knicks is gearing up for the playoffs. That's what I honestly think. And I think Mike Brown is tinkering with the lineup and all that stuff just for the playoffs. Now, just to get on Mike Brown, going back to the game against OKC, because I was talking to one of my boys, and he was telling me, yo, Mike Brown is failing the team because he don't fight enough for him. I was glad that he showed some emotion against OKC, but where he failed the team was, why didn't he, when SGA did the offensive foul, why didn't he challenge that?
Oh, well, he can't because they didn't call it. You can only challenge a call. You can't challenge a play. Not yet.
You're right.
They might need to add that, though. They might need to add that.
They definitely, they definitely do need to add that. But it was good that he showed fight, for that. As far as the Pistons, Pistons fans not calling in, like you said, during the war room, they saw what it was. You basically pulled their cards. But
big time.
I'm not really worried about the Pistons either because I look at Pistons like the Knicks during the Julius Randle era when he was the main scorer. Because that team was a team that grind. So like you getting like the playoff Knicks during Julius era every night because they scratched and clawed. So that's what you got with the Pistons. So they're basically playing playoff level basketball while everybody didn't even reach their ceiling yet. So when the playoffs come, it's going to expose them because it's like everybody's peak is like their peak is where everybody's begin at when it comes to the playoffs. You feel me? So they're going to get exposed, man. And I loved looking at them play the Spurs because when you look at when we played the Spurs can't lock us down like that, and they have no answer for Wemby. Whereas we got the Mitch, we got Karl Anthony Towns, and a lot of people think Karl Anthony Towns can't play defense, but he's a very underrated defender.
Facts.
He is a very underrated defender, but I don't want to hold it up, So that's all I have to say.
I appreciate you, brother. I got your name and number locked, man. I look forward to your future calls, man.
I got one more question for you before I hop off the line. Because I know initials is KP. I got to ask, are you Caribbean by any chance?
Nah, I'm not. I'm African-American. but
All right,
I'm locked in with the Caribbean, man. You know, my kids
got you,
are half
got you,
Caribbean, so I'm from
got
Flatbush,
you.
man. So
All
I'm with
right.
the culture. You feel me? Big
Yeah,
time.
yeah, yeah. Because my last initial is, well, for sure it's P, but
Yeah.
it's Pierre. It's Pierre.
Oh, well,
It's
Pierre
L
is my
Pierre.
middle
Yeah,
name. I use it
got
as
you.
my
All
last
right,
name, but it's really my middle
got
name.
you.
But yeah,
All right,
big
all
time.
right. Because I was wondering. I was like, yo, is he
Mm-hmm.
Caribbean? All right, but
Yeah,
yeah,
I like
keep doing your
Pierre. That's
thing, brother.
to me, Pierre is a smooth name. That's why I use it. But anyway,
For
it's all
real,
good,
for
brother.
real. All
Big
right,
time. All
I'll
right,
holler.
salute.
All right.
All right. Yeah. Big time salute. Great call. Matter of opinion. I got you locked in, brother. Yeah, keep the calls coming. You know what? I might skip the starting lineup just for time's sake and jump right to Towns because we gotta talk about Towns. And first off, Karl Anthony Towns is ready to do some serious work, but there's something that he needs to still correct. But he's putting in some serious work. We got to talk about Towns and his progression. So if you guys want to call, you can. I just got to make this quick adjustment, but I think Karl Anthony Towns, the way he's been looking like more, I don't want to say more aggressive because I feel like he could really be more aggressive, but I just like the way he's looking. Hold on, give me 2 seconds, y'all. I'm just trying to troubleshoot this and I'm gonna get this on the screen. Hold on, 2 seconds. Okay, you're good. Let me just get rid of this. Bam, all right. Back in research mode. And so I wanna touch on Towns really quickly because I feel like, you know, he is playing better, but he's still not putting up the numbers we would like. Because you see, we got used to 25 and 12 last year, and he is playing better if you ask me. And he's playing better because of this right here. In the 8 games since the break, Towns scoring was similar to where he's been most of the year. So if you're just looking at the points, this is why you shouldn't be a box score warrior. 19.4 points compared to his average 19.8 before the break. So pretty much the same. But his efficiency is through the roof. Listen to this. He shot 61.2% from the field, 52.2% from three-point range across the 8 games. So the three-point shooting has dramatically improved and he's more efficient overall. So now we need to get him more attempts, Mike Brown. A lot of you guys put that on Jalen Brunson. I put it on Mike Brown because the system, I don't think is set up for a guy like Towns to put 25 up. Whereas Coach Tibbs, and I don't want to do the Coach Tibbs Mike Brown thing again. Oh Lord. I felt like Coach Tibbs did a better job of creating an atmosphere for Towns to be featured as a second option. Whereas Mike Brown, everybody and anybody could be a second option on any given night, which is cool. But I think this brother still just needs to get to that 25 point per game mark. He was very, very dominant last year, and his shooting is as well. He needs more shots. Let me see if I could pull up really quickly. I got NBA.com. I'm gonna go really quickly to Towns. I want to look at the last 8 games, and so we can look at his shots, okay? Because for me, he's not taking enough shots. And I just want to show y'all the shots. If we could do that really quickly. Bam. All right. So, damn, hopefully y'all could see it. Yeah, y'all could. Okay, cool. So, hopefully this thing loads up pretty quickly. It did. So, Towns, last 8 games, like the article said, but 12 shots a game. 12 point. Do you guys think that 12.3 shots a game is good enough for Towns, or should we up it to 15? Because realistically, Mikal Bridges is taking as much shots as Towns in the last 8 games. What's going on there? I mean, I know OG fell off, and I don't mind Mikal taking 12 shots, but Towns should get more shots than Mikal. You know, and the minutes are down, so I can't really trip off. That's why I couldn't trip off the minute thing too much. over, when you look at it for the last 8 games. But what do you guys think about that? I think he needs more shots. I think Towns needs more shots. And you know what? I didn't talk about the starting lineup, but this is just a hypothetical. This might sound crazy. All right? I'm warning you. This may sound crazy. Just make sure I'm good on what they said. But I think that I might, if it was me, I might consider starting Sohan. Why would I say that? Okay, there's a method to my madness, right? I know Sohan is not the top 5 best player on the team. I know that the starting lineup is one of the best starting lineups in basketball, despite what the numbers say. And I was going to show you the numbers, but maybe I'll do that later. I think that Sohan brings defensive versatility. He brings rebounding, though he doesn't rebound as well as Hart, but he was averaging 6 rebounds a game. And he has some playmaking ability. Not that he's a point guard, but he was a facilitator somewhat one year. I think Greg Pop had him being that. He can't shoot. So look, since he can't shoot, you take Josh Hart off the floor. Let me show you. Take Josh Hart off the floor. Josh Hart was getting 9.8 shots. Let's say Sohan gets 5 shots. You know what? Let's not freestyle. Let's look at how much shots Sohan got last year. All right. So look, we're gonna do this. Let's do this. Let's really think about this from a numbers perspective, because this is how my brain works. I don't just get on here and just start saying stuff just because it sounds good. All right. Damn, what the hell is that? Hold on. The Sohan Center. What the hell is? I mean, maybe I spelled the name wrong. Okay. I definitely did. Anyway, so look, Sohan, when he was with the Spurs, his last time he averaged 11.4. He got 8.7 shots. So let's say we give Sohan 5 shots. We start him. He gets 5 shots, all layups. No jump shots, just all layups, right? Playing with Towns, backdoor cutting, all of that, right? And then we give the rest of Josh Hart shots to Towns. So we take half of Josh Hart shots, give it to Towns. Now, the one thing I'm going to say in response to myself, the reason why that lineup might be trash is because you're having scoring trouble. So the offense is down. If the offense was up, okay, cool. The defense is up, so you don't really need the defense in the starting lineup. But I'm just thinking about Towns getting more shots at this point. If I could take away Hart, who's shooting 43%, and give those shots to Towns, who's shooting 61%, I think that could also help the offense. I know Sohan is not great, all right? He's not looking good at all. But I'm just trying to figure out how to get Towns more involved. That's all. What do you guys think about that? 646-995-8389. Call up. We could talk about it. Also, here's another issue that I don't like from Towns. While he's playing well from a shooting and scoring perspective, his fouls, even though it's slightly less from I think he's on the season, he's 3.8. He's at 3.6, so he's still fouling pretty much at the same rate. His fouls have not improved, and the fouling is bad. I already gave you the stat on fouls, but he gets 5 fouls or more. We're 4 and 12. He impacts winning and losing with his fouls. He has to control himself, compose himself to make sure that, he's putting us in the best position to win games, because half our losses are due to his fouls. We got 22 losses, half of the 23, half of those losses, 12 of them come because he's either not in the game because he's fouled out, or he becomes a shell of himself defensively. And to the brother who called up earlier, who uttered my sentiments, or he actually echoed the sentiments that I presented a long time ago, that Towns is not a bad defender. He's not a bad defender. People can make it seem that way. You could talk about defensive field goal. You start making up stuff. Yo, listen, when you got to go to advanced stats to bring up stats that we don't use like that, dog, come on, dog. You're reaching for straws. How about, I'd rather look at it like this. How is Towns impacting the team defense overall? In the paint? 2-point land? From 3? Is he impacting the team negatively from there? You can look at on, off, plus, minus, and this, that, and the third. That's cool. But the reality is, while Towns is there as the starting center, and Mitchell Robinson, look, so during the 8-game stretch, the last 10 games, Knicks, we've been a top defense, right? Mitchell Robinson has played, out of the last 8 games, he's only played 6 games. He's only played 17.8 minutes. Towns is on the floor for 30.6 minutes. That means that the defense mostly is running through Towns. Yes, Mitch is helping the defense, and I don't want to seem like I'm dumping on Mitch because I'm not. Big time salute to Mitchell Robinson. He's a very important piece to the team. But I am always going to keep it goddamn real. Towns is impacting defense, whether you want to believe it or not. And I know you're going to say, well, he only has 0.4 blocks. Man, he only has 0.4 blocks, but he got a steal. Blocking is, I'd rather you get a steal because a steal is a turnover. A block does not necessarily lead to a turnover. Okay? And look at OG Anunoby in the last, defensively. OG Anunoby defensively in the last 8 games, phenomenal. Not offensively, but defensively. So, Sohan, I don't think he helps us from the offensive side. So that's a pushback to myself to not start Sohan. But I think Sohan, if you want to play him, you got to keep him away from Mitchell Robinson. I was just trying to give another alternative if you do want to bench Josh Hart. And it's tough. It's tough. It's tough. I think that you're just going to have to stay the course and pray that Towns gets more shots. Towns needs more than 12.3 shots. Hold on. I'm just curious, out of curiosity, because I don't remember off the top of the head. I just want to look at the shots that Towns got last year and compare it to this year. So last year, Towns took 13.8 shots. No, I'm sorry. He took 16.9. That's this year. So even Towns' shots from this year is down. Anyway, 16.9 shots, 24.4 points. I need Towns to get close to 17 shots. That to me is the magical number for Towns. And Mike Brown, you have to figure that out. Your offense will be way better with Towns shooting more. All of this, you know, passing the ball, Meadowlark Lemon stuff, it's great, it's cute, but get them shots up, big fella. And what I also want to see from Towns is that stop and pop. But the fouls are concerning because, look, he had 17 and 17, but he got fouled out. You know, you can't foul out. And look at the teams he's fouling out against. 6 of the disqualifications, right? Oh, damn, my bad. Damn, where the hell was I at? Sorry about that, y'all. Okay, so 6 of his disqualifications for fouls this season, 5 occurred while playing a team that's in playoff position. Towns has fouled out against the Nuggets. We won that game. Timberwolves, 76ers, Spurs, Thunder, and Pacers. Okay. And so the Pacers are not in playoff position, but the rest of these teams are. So that means that we went 1-4 against the 5 playoff teams, and Towns could have been there to help us. He is impacting winning negatively. Okay. Big time salute to everybody in the building. We're talking about Towns. We got a lot that's going on. Mellow Mike, I see you in the building. What's going on? Randu, talk to me, Randall. What's going on? Oh God. Yeah. Okay. All right. Next night. Like, wait, hold on. J-Tap says, what is that cup objective? What do you mean by that? I'm winning the cup. You talking about the cup objective? What are you talking about? Which cup? What are you talking about, J-Tap? Big time to all the channel members in the building. Definitely continue to smash that like button. We definitely going to talk about this Denver Nugget game as well. We kind of talked about it somewhat. Aaron Gordon is expected to play. I don't know. I still see game time decision. We'll unpack that in a second. Let me see if there's any quick updates. No. Nothing really. So yeah, Gordon is he's still a game time decision, but there's a good chance that he'll play. I know he was ramping it up to try to play, but I guess we'll find out later. I don't really give a damn if he plays or not, because one of the times we blew them out crazily, he played. Still got smacked. He can't solve all of the issues that Denver has. They got a real problem. People talking about Towns defense, but no one talks about Jokic for defense. Continue to smash that like button. Very important for the algorithm. Okay. That we get the likes up. And also, I do got to let you guys know about Game Night, the playoff edition. It's out now for pre-order. All you have to do is hit the link tree. And you know what's crazy about the playoffs? Years from now, we remember the moments. John Starks getting the Houston series, Patrick Ewing missing layups, right? Remember the Bulls getting the 5 rebounds and not scoring, and the Bulls storming off the court. Remember all these things. Yes, you know, the shots, the comebacks, the rivalries, but we forget the details. And that's exactly why I created Game Night, the playoff edition. It is a postseason journey where you can track every series, write down your predictions, document game experience, and record the entire playoff run. So instead of just watching history happen, you could actually document it. If you want it, check the link in the description, and it's on the screen, linktree/TheObjectiveFan. All you have to do is go there. It's free shipping, no shipping fees, and we will ship out right before the postseason. And this is for a limited time, so go get your pre-orders in now. What's going on, Angie? How you feeling?
Hey there, Koran. Hey, I'm ready for tonight. I am so ready for tonight.
It's game day, baby. Game day.
Oh, yeah, let's do it. Hey, there's two things. I like your suggestion about Sohan, putting him in the starting lineup, because I like his length. And so I think I was leaning that way too, either him or Diawara. Because, you know, how do we replace what Josh brings? Josh is basically that facilitator. But one of the things I've been noticing lately is Josh at 6'4" has been struggling a little bit.
Yep.
You know, in terms of playing with other, you know, next level, you know, echelon, the Detroits, you know, those type of players that are taller than him. And I think Diawara and Sohan can see over the defense a little bit better in terms of that facilitator, more so than Josh can, and can maybe get Cat in the game a little bit. You know, one thing about Diawara, he'll shoot it though. He'll shoot it where it's so hard.
He gonna shoot it.
Right, he ain't gonna shoot it as quick. But if nothing else, I think by having that length in there, like you said, we can get Cat in the game to someone that's 6'9" can see over the defense, and so I like that. The other thing is, I just want to salute you on, you know, just highlighting, you know, Mitch, because that drives me crazy with Mitch with these pick and rolls. It's like he cries on one hand, we're not getting him involved, and then he set a pick, and then he just kind of jogs into the roll. Right. It's like, thank you, dude, just roll. You'll have a dunk every time. I just he's so frustrating. So I'm just ready for tonight. I'm ready to see how we handle these next 10+ games, because I think it's really going to determine where we are. There's one more thing I want to talk about, the Tatum thing.
Yes.
Tatum, I hope Tatum comes back, because I think what people's not realizing is when you have an Achilles injury, it's more mental than physical.
Ooh, okay.
You know, so to me, not only from a chemistry standpoint, playoffs is a whole nother level. He's gonna be in his head. Can I really go? Can I really jump off of this? Can I really this? And I think that's the part that's the biggest hurdle in coming back from an injury like that. And so to me, it's like I think he's gonna just really mess up their chemistry because of his mental part of his game. You know, it's like, and it's natural. That's natural for someone, you know, to say, can I, you know, because these are career ending type injuries, right?
Yes.
So he keep thinking about that. That's natural. So I don't understand why he even trying to come back, you know, not giving himself that mental space, you know, to be ready for the next season. So hey, I'm like, yeah, please come back, because you're gonna make it easier for us.
Bingo. Listen, whether they got him or not, I'm confident. But yeah, you hit it on the nail. You hit it on the nail, though. I think that because I like him good. Well, he did go to Duke, but I do feel like he should have waited. I don't think it's worth it.
Yeah, and this is one more thing I want to ask you. I want to get your feel on this. It seems like when Coach Brown was playing Kolek more, when Kolek was kind of, you know, balling a little bit and looked like he was going to be able to get in the rotation, seemed like he sat Brunson a little bit longer. And for me, it's like he's not doing that same thing with Alvarado.
Well, I think the difference is the defense. The defense, I think that Jose's defense makes him more playable because there's no liability with he and Brunson. Sometimes with Kolek defensively became a problem, and then sometimes he gets shaky with the pressure.
Right. And
sometimes he gets shaky with the pressures.
Yeah, I get that. I think he doesn't give Alvarado enough time. I think he gave Kolek more time.
Oh, you saying more time? Oh, I got you now.
Yeah.
I think the most Kolek has averaged. I could pull that up. I don't think so. I think Alvarado gets more time because Alvarado is in the 20-minute club.
Okay. Then
it just seems that way because you know what it is. Because Alvarado putting in work. That's why he
right.
Like, why he took him out the game.
Yeah, and I hate when I see him go out the game because that's when I see Cat, you know, kind of start rolling.
Copy. I got you.
Yeah.
I appreciate you, Angie. Thank you for giving me a shot with Sohan. I was worried. I didn't think that y'all was gonna feel that.
I totally get it. That length. I totally get it. All right.
You,
Thank
Angie.
you. All right. Good night.
Big
All
time.
right. Be blessed.
Good night.
Bye-bye.
Great call, as always. She always got great perspective. I was hoping that she didn't disagree with me on Sohan. I know a lot of y'all not gonna like it. I'm just trying to think of ways to get Cat the bucket. That's all it was. I love Josh Hart, but you ain't shooting the ball well. Might as well put Sohan out there. We know he ain't shooting the ball well, but at least he brings other elements to the table. You know, he's not as good as a rebounder as you, but he can rebound and he defends better than you. So hey, you know, maybe that's the trade-off. And he's not going to shoot it like that. So now it forces Towns to get active. You know, and then if we got to sub him out, we could always sub him out. That's the beauty of the bench, right? We got a really great bench. So yeah. Hold on. I do got a legend. I'm gonna let this brother get on the line. Hopefully he remembers what he has to say. But if you guys want to call up, you can. All right. The lines are open. 646-995-8389. Call up. Voice your opinion. And I'm curious to know what you got to say about Towns and the starting lineup. Hello, is this the great Jay Chosen, the legend?
The legend himself. How we doing today, my brother?
We doing good. Brother, you said something about the Discord in the chat, man. All you gotta do is click the link. That's it. We good. You click the link, you be up in there.
Man, you know what's crazy, man? I've always been the mic man, and somebody's always been the board guy. I'm in the music business, and I am beyond like only two left-handed. You know how they say when you got two left feet, I got two left pinkies.
Got you. Okay.
Anyway, first of all, before I dive into what you were talking about, I wanted to just say peace to the chat. They always showing up. Peace to Randu, Mellow Mike, APAP.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? Crim's Dag, good people, always showing up, knowledgeable, and it's always good. It's always good because that way you could have a good conversation with people. Yep. And I love that you're not an apologist and you're not just shooting out or spewing out, you know, whatever you think people want to hear, because to me that's fugazi. I don't need that.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah,
right. That's corny to me, because like we should be here to have the tough conversations.
Exactly. Yes, men are the worst thing you could ever have around you. So anyway, period. Ruined my life when I was young. Anyhow, I'm gonna say this. I was thinking about what you were saying, and at first I agreed with you on it, because with him in the lineup, first of all, our best years were Hart was coming off the bench. Don't forget that. When he was coming off the bench, he gave us energy, he gave us rebounds, he gave us that triple-double, he gave us whatever he did off the bench. So that's one thing that we're missing, that consummate pro at off the bench. And he works well. He would work well with Mitch. He would work well in general. The two people that I'm thinking about is Sohan and Diawara. Now, who would I like to go into the game or start a game with Cat? If you put I was going with Diawara. But as I'm thinking about it, and the reason why I was going Diawara is with Cat, and yes, he does play defense. He is not the best defender.
No.
He has stopped with the reaches a little bit. He has put two hands instead of one hand up. He is standing his position. But he was hooking people because he was behind them. And mostly he was behind them because he was constantly, I'm going to say, whining about not getting the call, all right? But now he's getting up, running back, like I was saying the other day. The reason why Sohan works with Cat is because that will allow Cat to truly get his. Like you said, the mid-range, the stop and pop, the turnaround, the putback, you know, the three, whatever it might be, because Sohan only requires, and people don't realize this man is young, was playing, and then got buried under a bunch of very talented young people over in San Antonio, like Castle and Vassell and all these people that rhyme. You know what I'm saying? They he just got buried. But the man is 11.5 points, 6.5 rebounds a game statistically. So if you put him in there and that's what he's getting for you, and that allows Town to score more, get rebounds, has a guy who could set picks for him, that works. And then with Mitch not being so much of a offensive player, but a defensive player and an offensive rebounder, that allows Diawara to get his offensively, as well as when Mitch sets the pick, get even more offensive, get his bag bigger.
Exactly.
So I was going to challenge you on that, but while I was waiting for the call back, I started to think about that, and I really think that might work better. And then what you get off the bench is the little Brooklyn boxer, Hart, you know what I'm saying? Eventually Deuce, Shamit, damn it. And
bingo.
You know what I'm saying? And then you get Diawara 6'9".
Bingo.
And you get Mitch. And I think that is a major thing. And as far as the Kolek situation, the Queen was right. Kolek played a lot of minutes for a little while, right? And it worked well, especially during that cup time. If you remember, he being Mike Brown, boldly pulled out McHale, putting Kolek during the ending of that. So there was a pure point guard in there, because let's keep it really, really funky. And I say this every time we talk. Brunson is not a point guard. He is a two guard. He is a combo guard. He is a point guard's body, but he is a scoring guard.
Right.
So
scoring guard.
Right. So he does his best work with a point guard beside him or a facilitator beside him.
Bingo.
So
I would love to get Neiman. Oh my God. Anyway, that's a whole nother topic.
That's a whole nother topic. You know what?
Right.
Make that a full day topic. All right. I'll be on that one for sure.
Bingo, man.
Definitely, man. So listen.
By the way, thank you for the support as well. I did see the super, man. I appreciate that.
Oh yeah, cheers to you, brother. Look, you cooking, bro. You cooking heavy like hibachi, bro.
Cooking.
Big time.
Let's go.
I want to see you do that onion trick, when they put the fire on and all that. But yo, what I was gonna say is also, I'm excited about tonight's game. We're gonna show up. We're gonna definitely show out. I really feel strong about this game. But Hart back to the bench, I really believe makes our team better. And it doesn't have to be many minutes. Just like when they did the double big and it would only be for 3 minutes and they pull it out and that didn't really work.
Bingo.
They could tamper with it a little bit and fix that up a little bit. But
bingo.
I know I had about 3 or 4 more things to say, but the fact is that you're cooking right now, and
thank you, family.
Yeah, always, brother. And the cheers to you, cheers to the one and only Maxine, the super duper producer. And yeah, man, I'm checking out the store too. I just looked at it. That's what it is. I really have no idea, but I'll figure it out and I'll get on that. On that
the
Discord joint for sure.
Trust me, you gonna enjoy it. We talk basketball every day, and it's great conversations, brother. Great conversations. No trolls, none of that. Good people. Great conversations. I appreciate you, man.
I look for. Always, man. I appreciate you more, brother. Yo, be blessed. Keep cooking. All right, man. We talk.
All right, salute. That's my man Jay Chosen. Big time salute to him. So, like, what I do, right? While his call was a little longer, he sent us some supers. So I try to when you send us, listen, I'm from Brooklyn, man. When people look out for you, you look out for them. So, just to give, hey, send us some supers. I counted as callbacks, for my people. So that's why his call was a little bit longer. For those of you guys who may have wondered why his call was so long. And he dropped a lot of science. What's going on? D from LA. Hey, man, where we going, brother?
I'm gonna start with this.
Let's go.
Denver's championship window closes after this season. It's over.
Right.
If they don't win this year, the championship window closes. They will not accept it, but the reality is they're going to be mid for the next 2 or 3 years. If they keep the same core, they're going to have to figure out some stuff. And speaking about Denver, I want to relay this to a conversation that we had about Giannis and Brunson and the rumor that Giannis does not. Right, we'll get into that shortly. But I do have a question for you, though.
Yes.
If Giannis or Jokic were available to be Knicks, who would you pick?
That's a good damn question. I'm gonna go with Giannis, but if I could build the team, I don't know if I would have the time to build the team around Jokic because he needs special players. I feel like Giannis, all he needs is a big man that can shoot threes and guards that could defend. That's it. With Jokic, you need a lot. Like,
you think you need more with Giannis?
Yeah, I think so. Because remember, he only plays on one side of the ball. So, like, you're going to need a special defensive team that can really offset with the limitations that this brother has. Whereas Giannis, you could play him anywhere. Shoot, throw him out there with whoever. As long as he got shooters, you'll win.
Gotcha. So now here's a follow-up question to that, right? Because we talked again about Giannis apparently not wanting to play with Jalen Brunson. I think Towns fits better with a player like Brunson than a Giannis because Cat can shoot, in my opinion. Obviously, there's things that Giannis can do better. I would like Brunson, Giannis, and Cat. But
right,
let's
that's
say
what I want too. That's the package.
Right. But now let's say it's just Giannis and Brunson.
Okay.
Why isn't that Jameer Nelson and Dwight Howard?
I think it's better than that, to be honest. But why do you think it's not?
Well, I'm just trying to figure out because to Giannis's point about not wanting to play with the ball dominant guard.
Right. We don't know if that's true though. But this is a report from someone who heard.
We're just going off the logic of it. We're not saying it's true.
Let's go with the logic. Let's go.
If we go with the logic of it, why should he want to play with the ball dominant guard? Or better yet, what is Giannis playing with the ball dominant guard like Jalen Brunson? What is his role? Because he can't shoot like Cat.
Okay.
Right.
So
what is his role?
So I'm pausing you, by the way, too, right? So look, what I'm gonna say is this: Giannis would be the point guard, Brunson would be the two. That's how it would work. Because everybody keeps saying Brunson shouldn't be the one. Brunson becomes a two guard with Giannis. Something that Dame can't. That's something that Dame couldn't do. Dame is not a two guard. Dame is a point guard. See, Brunson played. Remember, he's Mr. Selfish, Mr. Miyagi. That's him. He's a selfless guy. He's already played with Luka. So we see he has experience with being that number two guy.
I was gonna go there, right? Because before this season started, my goal was for Brunson not to be so ball dominant. And I knew Mike Brown was gonna move the ball a lot better, right? But I don't know too much about how Brunson played in Dallas. I did watch, and I know these rules are different, but I did watch Brunson in FIBA playing as a two because they had, Ant-Man and Helen. It wasn't his best performance as a two. He was either too small to guard another two or too small on offense playing off ball. That was just FIBA though. I can't remember exactly. Obviously they had success in Dallas to get to the, as far as they got. Right. But what was his role playing alongside Luka? Was he the two?
He was the two. He was the off-ball guard. He played off the ball. Even in Nova. Like, he became a little bit more dominant towards the end of his Nova days, but when he first got there, he was a part of the pack. So Brunson is a part of the pack guy. That's just what he is. That's what he could be now. That's not what he is now. That's what relax. But that's what he could be.
No, I got you. Yeah, well, he's doing, to your point, he's doing what he needs to do. So we can't, I'm not criticizing for that. But so you're saying Giannis would be the one, well, at least running the point, kind of how he's done for a fair. Okay, that makes sense. I see what you're saying.
That's how it will work. Yeah, that's why I think it will work. Because at first I was like you, or like to other people who didn't feel that way. But yeah.
Right. I got you. All right. I got you. I rock with that. I'm still mad at Giannis, though. He got to speak up. Speak up, Giannis. We waiting. But tonight we killed them and we start helping them close that window. All good.
Big time. No doubt, man. I appreciate you, brother.
Yeah.
All right. Salute. So I did get a cash app. He said, show how to beat the Pistons. Okay. Well, I did that. Joel, I did that. It's a show called The Knicks War Room, right? I don't think you called up, Joel, today. Yeah, I don't think you called up. So it's not a callback. You just sent the cash app saying, show how to beat the Pistons. I did that. Listen, you go to a show, it's called The Knicks War Room. I did this right before the game where we got smacked. Well, yeah, we got blown out, but it wasn't like we got blown out by 30 to the Pistons. Everything I said in that show, it still correlates to today because I did that show for the future. I did not do that show for that game or now. That show is for the playoffs. That's why the brother who I debated, Joel, called up and said, I was right. We are not winning the championship. Number 7, he called the show. I should have clipped it. Anyway, He called up and he said they were not going to win the championship. And I was right. Matter of fact, I could get that clip. Hold on, you write that down. Get clip number 7 saying they're not winning the championship. I'm going to put that out. Because it's a great follow-up to that. And that's what I was talking about. Listen, Spurs, Brownsville, I'm going to get to you in a second, all right? So all the callers, if I miss your call, I'm going to get to you. We got to continue to smash that like button, okay? I think we lost track of the like button. We got to continue to smash it. It's very important to the show and the algorithm for us to smash that like button, all right? Hopefully my phone isn't dead. 2 seconds. Got to make sure the phone doesn't die. But we need to continue to get those likes up. It's very important. We cook it with hot grease. All right. This is one of the hottest afternoon shows out there. All right. My man Jay Chosen on the super chat. Thanks again. He said, here's for a small bottle of olive oil. That way you're cooking like hibachi today. Yep. Cooking like hibachi. That's what I do. Don't think you coming for Stat Master Miyagi. I do this for real, not for play. But continue to smash that like button, y'all. All right. We don't got enough likes. We're like 40 away from 100. 100 likes is the minimum, not to be confused with the maximum. And there's no limits on how many times you can smash that like button. All right. Smash the like button so we get the likes up, y'all. Seriously. All right. And also, while you're at it, you might as well subscribe, because we noticed in the last 28 days that 58.8% of you guys are not subscribed. Help us close the gap by subscribing. All right, we're on the road to 10,000 subscribers. And the next milestone is 5K. And we have the 5K giveaway, where we'll give away this rookie Jalen Brunson trading card. All you have to do is subscribe. There is no emails, no phone numbers, no websites, none of that. All you have to do is subscribe. All right, bam. Here you go right here. We will mail this to you. All right. A big time salute to everybody in the chat. Let's see. Oh, hold on. Chosen, you said why in the Discord is now allowing to add comments? I'm gonna check that, Chosen and loving it. I'm gonna check that out after the show, Chosen and loving it. I'm gonna fix that. It shouldn't say that, because people was in there chatting away earlier when I just looked in there. Hold on, let me make sure you good. Yeah, you good. They LD dropped something. I'm gonna check that, Chosen and loving it, all right? To make sure you good. And to everybody else who joined the Discord, all right? I'm gonna definitely make sure you guys are good. Hold on, let me see who I missed. Did I speak to? Okay, I spoke to Rock. So he's calling back. Let me get my man Rock on the line. And then I gotta talk about this Denver game. I'm gonna give you a practical breakdown on how this game is gonna go tonight. What's going on, Rock? ATL in the building.
Yeah, well, okay. The quote I think it was yesterday. Remember you were saying how you was talking about Wemby, saying Wemby won't get a championship this year, which I agree with. But when he's ready in prime, you were saying good luck to the whole league.
Yes.
So I say that to say, if Giannis is intent on winning one or more championship, it behooves him to join forces with us, because after the initial trade that's given to get players to have him meld with our team, we still have enough firepower going with him to win a championship after that.
Bingo.
And I liken this, him and Carl together can defeat Wemby at the height of his power. It's kind of like, you remember that three-headed monster that came from space and they needed Godzilla and King Kong to fight him?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
In that same way.
That same way. Yep.
So I hope
100%.
he's hearing this. And it's gonna be playing with Giannis, and I was just imagining as you was talking about Jalen playing with Giannis, I picture how Giannis always comes down on the left hand side of the floor, and Jalen will be posting on the right hand. Yep. And he's gonna have to suck his defender in automatically. So
bingo.
They never let Giannis go one-on-one, because he always sidesteps and just dunks over his opponent. So and he's such a good playmaker, he's automatically gonna hit the open person. And and if Jalen's open, that's an easy net. Even if his defender, let's say if it's one of the Thompson guys, is quick enough to get back to him, Jalen has enough footwork to sidestep him and make this dude trip or fall, whatever, and just hit an easy shot, man. It just looks so perfect. I picture it already in my mind.
Yeah, Towns should be shooting 50% from three.
Right,
Or
right.
imagine your lineup is Brunson, Towns, Giannis, Shamet, and Hart. Or if you get another small forward who can shoot threes.
Easy.
Oh, you can't
It's doing
defend that
beautiful. And then at times when Giannis is coming down the floor, coming downhill, Cat is on the baseline on the far right, and Cats are trying to double him, preparing to double him. He starts creeping in from the baseline, looking for an alley from Giannis.
Bingo.
It's perfect. Seamless, man.
Makes sense to me. Makes sense to me, brother.
Yo,
Leon, get it done.
it's gonna be hard to stop Wemby and he to hide his powers if you ain't got the right catch formed around each other. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah. So, yeah, just want to say that, bro.
Great call, man. I appreciate you, brother.
Okay, thanks.
All right. By the way, he also used the callback, man. Well, he donated, so I gave him a callback. So the callback works like this. If you are triggered, like my man LD would say, all you got to do, send in a Cash App or Super, and I'll get you back on the line. Just to let you guys know what's going on, okay? As far as the Discord, okay, it looks like it's good. I see you in there chosen and loving it. I see you typing, all right? Oh, Angie's in there too? Oh, wow, I didn't even, okay. So Angie's a member too. Oh, all right, bet. Yeah, y'all good. What's going on, Angie? Okay. Oh, Angie is chosen and loving it, so that is you. Okay. I didn't realize. I didn't make the connection. Now I know that you are chosen and loving it. Big time. All right, cool. So we got the Discord figured out. What else I want to say? I'm gonna get into the game. I do got Brownsville. Give me a second, Brownsville, because it's a lot going on. I got to get into the game. Okay. Continue to smash that like button, but I do got to break down this game. And then I'll get back to the calls. All right. So as far as the game tonight, I know my man JJ, who usually gives a lot of updates on the game. He's really good with updates too, because he always calls in to let me know, no, it's this, it's that, which is great. Because, real time, I'm doing the show. I can't keep up with all the updates sometimes. So make sure I'm in the center. So yeah. He said that Gordon was going to play. Now, I'm not sure what he read. He could have read something that said that. And so, hold on. Let me just see something. Let me see something really quickly, just to make sure there's no further updates, because these updates come any minute. I don't have nothing on my list here, my news list, to show that Gordon is playing. So he might play. It's a good chance he will play. But right now, he's still a game time decision. This kid right here, Peyton Watson, I think he got hurt the other night. I think I saw the game where he got hurt. He was kind of running like a little point guard, combo guard kind of action. So and he's 6'8". So no, he wasn't the point guard. It's the other kid that runs the point. This kid named Simpson. But this is a huge blow for them, because if Johnson and Gordon can't go, Watson was putting in a lot of work for them at that forward position. And of course, on our end, Josh Hart, he's a game time decision. So I'm pretty confident that we win tonight, guys. I'm not gonna say I'm very confident. I'm gonna say I'm pretty confident that we'll win tonight as I make sure I gather my notes. According to Vegas, the most recent odds, I think it went up to a -2. I think I did see a -2 somewhere. But right now, we are a -5. That means we are the favorite. So anytime you see a minus on the open here or on the spread, that means, well, yeah, the minus on the open means that's how it started. It did get to -2, but now it's back to 1.5. So when you see the spread plus, that means they're the underdog at home. So we are a road favorite. And that matters. That number matters to me because, like I always say, and I think Rock quoted me for saying this, that Vegas, or somebody, if it wasn't him, Vegas does not like to lose money. So there are some good reasons as to why Vegas selected us. One is the injuries they have, right? I know we missing Deuce and probably and maybe Josh, but these guys here, Gordon and Johnson, that is their front court, and so that's a huge blow for Denver because one thing about them, defense is definitely not their strong suit. In the last 10 games before the Lakers game, because when I was looking this up, this is before they played LA. They are a 15th ranked defense in the last 10 games. Before that stretch, they were 5-5. Now I think they're 6-4. Now I could be off on that. Hold on, me make sure I give you guys the correct information there. Hold on, give me 2 seconds. I think they're 6-4 in the last 10, but during this stretch, they were 5-5 that I looked at. I just want to make sure I'm accurate. Yeah, they're 5-5, so they're still 5-5. Okay, cool. It is what it is. All right. So they haven't been playing their best brand of basketball, and this is kind of similar to where we are when we saw them last time. When we saw them last time, they also were playing shaky basketball. During the last 5 games, the time we saw them previously, they were 2-5. And Jokic was just coming back from that injury that he had. So Jokic has been back since that time, and we're going to talk about their production since that time. Now, one of the things that I noticed about this Denver Nugget team is, like I said, the defense, even though it's slightly better based on, it's better. If you look in the last 10 games, it's better based on the rating number. They are now a minus 5.7 at 111.5, which puts them at 15th best in the last 10 games. So the defense is slightly better based on rating. And the reason why I think it boosted that high is because their defensive rebounding is up as well. They are plus 2.7 up to 36 in the last 10 games. That puts them in 3rd place, 6 overall on the season. So this team has been crashing the glass. This is going to be a battle of offensive rebounds versus defensive rebounds. More in particular, the Knicks on the offensive rebounding slide, we have been problematic. In the last 10 games, the Knicks, our rebounding, we're a minus 2.5 at 10.3 a game. That puts us at 17th. Overall, we're 6, okay? And we average 12.8. So our offensive rebounds have been down. We are 6-4 in the last 10 games. Part of that struggle has been the offensive rebounding. Just not doing a good enough job on the nights where we're not shooting well. I'm hoping that trend will change, but I think that's going to be the battle tonight. Us on the offensive glass versus them on the defensive glass. Now, in game 1, I'm going to cut to the chase. We also did not dominate on the offensive rebounding glass, even though we managed to win. But this game, honestly, this game was around the time where we started to see the slide on the offensive glass. Had we won the offensive rebounding battle, or had we tied the offensive rebounding, or had we got 4 more offensive rebounds in regulation, we win this game. It was tied 108-108, okay, going into the 4th quarter. And Denver went on a run. They won the 4th quarter 26-20. And that propelled them to tie the game to send it in overtime. At the time, we did win the 3rd quarter battle. Anytime we win the 3rd quarter, meaning that we have the lead heading into the 4th, we are 34-2. Another game we lost, the second game we lost was to OKC in the last game. So usually we do well. But offensive rebounding, I'm just telling you some of the correlation that I'm seeing from this game to the last game has been the problem. And just to look at some of the box scores, of course, we're not box score warriors. We actually rocks the game. But Mitchell Robinson did not dominate the offensive rebound. This guy is the league leading offensive rebounder. He only had 1 offensive rebound this game. We need the blockness monster to step it up. He has to step up his activity on the offensive glass. He is the leader on the offensive side of the glass. Towns has been doing his work. All right? Towns is strong on the glass, but he needs support. And Josh Hart also needs to step up his rebounding as well. Right? Now, Josh Hart didn't play this game, of course. This game, they didn't have their forwards, Johnson, Gordon. And that may be the same outlook tonight because there's a great chance in this. That's a good parallel. interesting parallel between tonight's game and game one. We had no Hart, no Deuce. They had no Johnson, no Gordon. And this may be the same thing. But they also had the Watson kid, right? And Watson was starting. Watson had a decent game. He didn't shoot well. Watson is a talented player. He's actually in my players to watch. Very athletic, can defend. And they're going to be missing him. Not having him is definitely hurting their defensive efforts. Okay? Now, in the first game, Towns gave Jokic the business. I just want to say this off rip. Nikola Jokic is one of the worst defensive centers I've ever seen. He is terrible. If you got, from this day forward, I swear to God, if somebody comes to me and says Towns doesn't play no damn defense, I'm going to ask him, do you say the same thing about Jokic? And if you do, why isn't that a demerit on his player status? It's like with Jokic, we only look at his offense. Jokic is the only player that we look at and we say, well, he's so great on the offensive end with a triple-double, so that makes him the best player in the world, but he plays no defense. And we don't weigh that at all. But for everybody else, or for mostly everybody else, like Jalen Brunson, oh, Jalen Brunson doesn't play no defense. At least Jalen Brunson could say, well, I lead the league in charges. What does Jokic lead the league in? Defensively. Just saying, defensively, what does Jokic lead the league in? Towns, I mean, well, if you want to talk about defensive rebounds, I think Jokic is the leading leader in defensive rebounds. So if you want to count that as defense, okay, I'll give you that. Well, I mean, that's what you're going to go by. Let me see if I can get his exact defensive rebound total from here. So Jokic is averaging 9.5 defensive rebound. That puts him right in line with Towns. So besides the defensive rebound, if you want to give him that, okay, I'll give him that. Besides that, he doesn't do nothing else defensively. It's the only thing he does. Pick and roll defense is a major key. And the Josh Hart Brunson pick and roll is the weapon. Because if they put a small guy on Hart, right? If they put Jokic on Hart, that Hart Brunson pick and roll is going to be it. But usually, Jokic spent a lot of time with Towns. Now, Towns' foul trouble in this game, once again, he got fouled out. Towns has to control the fouls. He has to be Zen master. He has to tune into the Zen and become a Zen master and not complain and argue with the refs. It's hurting his everything. We need Towns to be on the floor. We are a much better team when he plays under control. The record and the numbers show it. I told you 4-12 when he gets 5 fouls or more. Now, Knicks went on a 14-2 run in the third quarter, completely shutting down the Nuggets and establishing themselves with a lead heading into the fourth quarter. We have to put the pressure consistently on Jokic. We don't run enough pick and roll. We need to run more pick and roll and feature Jokic in it. Jokic, I mean, it's a bucket. And I swear to God, if Hart plays and they put Jokic on Hart, they better run that two-man pick and roll. So I'm looking forward to the Knicks winning because the Lakers last night, Lakers are one of the worst defensive teams I've ever seen in my life, let alone this season. They're one of the worst defensive teams I've ever seen in my life. They actually took the Nuggets to the limit last night. It was a 2-point game within 5 minutes, the 5-5. And then LeBron got hurt, and then that was it. And the Lakers had moments in that game. And I'm just thinking that if we take the Knicks and if you go to defensive rating in the last 10 games, the Knicks were the second best defense in basketball. That's 105.3. That's a -7 on the defensive total for the season. We're 7th overall. So think about it. It's a -7 on a 7th ranked defense. That's what we've been doing. Our defense has turned up. So to all of my Sohan detractors that don't want to start Sohan, I agree because I think the defense is great without him starting. But Towns has to be more prolific, and Jokic has not a prayer's chance to guard Towns. Think about it. When you look at Jokic, right, he's averaging 28.6 points, which is way more than Towns. But even if Towns was at his 25-point mark, you give Jokic the slight edge in points, but rebounds, and assists. That's the only difference between Jokic and Towns. Towns is not getting a triple-double, which is impressive. I'm not trying to take away from his honors. I'm just trying to say that Towns, you should be a Jokic without the assists. That's what we need from Towns. So rebounding is going to be a major key. The Knicks need to continue to move the ball. Last 10 games, 28.9 assists. Let me give you the stat on when we get 27 assists or more. I think the ball movement has to be here as well. In game 1, the Knicks had 28 assists. And if we can do that tonight, let me give you the numbers, the record. I think that gives us a strong chance of winning. The Knicks in the last 10 games, assist percentage 67.8. Passing the ball. Oh, my Brunson, dribble. He dribble. Listen, the Knicks have been moving the ball. Top 10 consistently. For the past 20 games, the Knicks have been in the top 10. And overall, they're +4 on their overall mark, which is 63.8%. At 14th. So even if you look at the overall numbers, we're top 15 in assist percentage. Big time salute to McBride. That's a major difference. One of the major differences from last season. The guys we're scoring on passes. Guys are moving the ball, getting assists, getting buckets. That is a key to win. See, I use practical stats. I don't got to go into the 100th percentile and not give context. And yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna keep harping on that because I feel like, if you're going to come for me, at least bring a formidable challenger. That's why I told you, you got to get somebody from NBA TV to come get me. I keep saying that all day, every day. And if you're talking about this Knicks stuff, good luck. Because I eat, sleep, breathe. This is my life. So, yeah, you're going up against somebody that watches a lot of New York Knicks basketball, studies the game, but also watches basketball, period. So, not just the Knicks. I watch everything. By the way, anytime we get 27 assists or more, we are 30-6. All right. So ball movement has always been key. All right. For us. And the 27 assist mark is a magical number for this team. Continue to move the ball. Another mark where I think we could get these guys is turnovers. Yes, turnovers. Everybody see Jokic gets a lot of praise, right? Jokic gets a lot of praise for being this phenomenal player. And he is. He's a great player. I don't want to seem like I'm hating because I got no hate in my bones. I got no hate in my body. I think Jokic is a phenomenal player, right? We're just having a conversation about the game, and this is what we're talking about, right? So overall on the season, Jokic averages 3.8 turnovers a game. Okay? So he turns the ball over a lot. A lot. Now, yes, he creates a lot, so we can live with that. But in the last 10 games, Jokic has 5 turnovers a game. Against the Lakers, he had 9 turnovers. A team like the Lakers that's amongst the last in the league to force turnovers. All right? We can get opportunities to run. We got to get some fast break opportunities. The Denver Nuggets in the last 10 games, they give up 17.2 fast break points. Okay? They are plus 1.6 on the year, and they're 23rd in opponent fast break points. We got to get out and run. Beep, beep. Out buckets. And the Knicks fast break defense has been phenomenal. And when the Knicks, I could give you the stats on that as well. When the Knicks get out and run, a very, very dangerous team. Let me get that for you. Fast break points. So anytime the Knicks get 15 or more fast break points, we are 25-11. Okay? 25-11 when we do that. So we have the opportunity to run on Denver, and their transition defense is trash. There is no transition defense. They don't get back on defense. And we have an opportunity to score. Now, the scoring is down for us. In the last 10 games, we're averaging 114.2 points per game. That's a minus 2.6 on the season. And we're 13th overall. That's pretty bad for a team. We was one of the best scoring teams. I mean, we started out being like number one, number two. In the first 20 games of the season, we were like number one, number two in scoring. And ever since then, the scoring has been dropping at an alarming rate. And I think that the 110-point mark is a key mark for us. I mean, that's where we've been operating at. And anytime we score 110 points or more, I'll give you the stat on that. Go to where we are at. So when we get 110 points or more, we are 35-11. 35-11 where we get 110 points. That's the magical number. When we get under that mark, man, we get cooked. So we got to continue to get the buckets up. Now, that's been part of the struggle. We haven't been able to score 100 points against OKC, right? But against a team like Denver, I think that their defense is soft, and I think we should be able to get some points up, especially on the three-point shooting end. This team is not the greatest defensively against the three ball when you look at their numbers. Let me give you their percentages because I got it in my notes. You guys can't see it. So they give up a lot of threes. They give up 13.4 threes a game. That puts them in 19th. And the team shoot 38.2 threes a game against the Denver Nuggets defense. Their three-point percentage is not bad. Teams are not shooting the greatest at 35%, but the fact that we can get them up against this team and teams are making 13.4, that's right up our wheelhouse. Okay, I think that's a great mark. If we could get 13 plus threes, I think I would consider that a success, and hopefully that will help inspire this team to get buckets. I thought that we were going to see an offense resurgence. I predicted it, but it's delayed. It's not there. Let me think about it. Okay, so I talked about Jokic turnovers. What I was trying to do really quickly, and I'm going to do it on the back end. Just give me 2 seconds. I wanted to talk about Jokic and how his turnovers impacts the team. That's what I was in the process of doing, but turnovers are going to be a major key against this team because they're 5-5 in the last game, and a lot of it has to do with they just giving the ball up and they can't get back on defense. Okay, and the backup point guard is this kid named Simpson. That's why they signed Tyus Jones to try to bring some help because they've been beat up and banged up. One of their announcers made a great statement. I can't remember the guy's name, but he made an interesting statement. He said, when Gordon comes back, you're not going to be able to load up on Jokic and Murray on the screens because that's what teams are doing because they haven't really been shooting the ball well. So teams have just been blitzing them, blitzing and doubling. That's it. That's how they've been able to stifle the Denver Nuggets offense. And it's pretty impressive what they're able to do when teams stifle them and their pick and roll. But they still got one of the best pick and roll attacks in basketball. So that's one of my concerns. I think that Towns, more in particular, because he's going to be in a lot of those actions, he has to control himself. Okay, so I got the number on Jokic. So anytime Jokic gets 5 turnovers or more, all right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, not bad. So they've been doing all. I mean, it's not the greatest. They're 10-6 when he gets 5 turnovers or more. But the problem is a lot of these high turnover games happened recently, recent losses. So if you look in the last month or so, a lot of the losses they got, at least 4 of those 6 losses came in the last month. So he's been turning the ball over a lot recently. And it's been losing them games. So overall, he's fine. But in recent moments, it's been costing Denver games. And by the way, Minnesota, the Minnesota game against Denver, they lost to Minnesota. You know why? Minnesota put them in pick and roll every single play. Like, I am not exaggerating. They put him in pick and roll every single play. and Cass was eating. And then Randall, I mean, it was just Randall had ISO moments against Jokic, getting buckets. I'm like, damn, that's the Randall that we missing on New York. Man, but you got to put Jokic in pick and roll. I just seen too many other teams have success. Murray's been on the heater recently. He had 45 points against the Utah Jazz, which was a complete shootout, by the way. The Utah Jazz, I'm going to see if I could get the amount of threes they put up. The Utah Jazz was just jacking them. Like, when I say jacking them, I mean, they were just jacking up threes. I couldn't believe it. That game against the Utah Jazz was really close. 128 to 125 in regulation. Not overtime. That game was in regulation. And I'm going to tell you the numbers on Utah. See if I can find it really quickly. Utah shot 39% from three on 15 of 39 shooting. All right. They were jacking them threes up. They got 43. This is what I keep telling you. So if you get over 14 threes on Denver, more than likely they're cooked. And that's the goal. That's the game plan. If Utah could do that, we're talking about the tanking Utah Jazz where everybody's out. This is the starting lineup that Utah had when they went up against the Denver Nuggets. Ace Bailey, he's nice, he's young. Keontae George, Kyle Flipkowski, like the third string, second string backup. Elijah Harkless, do you even know who the hell that is? Cody Williams, do you even know who the hell that is? That was the starting lineup that took the Denver Nuggets to the wire. I watched the game. I couldn't believe how much threes these guys was hitting. Keontae George went 4 of 9. Ace Bailey, 2 of 5. Flipkowski, 1 of 3. Cy Mikulak. Sorry, I pronounced the name wrong. He went 4 of 8. John Conchar, 2 of 3. Bryce Sensabaugh, 2 of 7. I'm pretty sure half of you guys like, who the hell are those guys? Man, they shot the lights out against the Denver Nuggets. All right? And so if this team could do it, a bottom-feeding Utah Jazz team, the Knicks who still sport the number 3 Arsons, I don't know how. Here's another thing that we could look at. The Denver Nuggets are 11-8 against top 10 defenses, which is, just above 500. Some of their losses is 2 games to Detroit. They did sweep the Celtics, but I don't think the Celtics had the top 10 defense, or they might. I think they are. Yeah, I think they are in the top 10. Anyway, nonetheless, but the Knicks, on the flip side, we are 11-5 against top 10 offenses. We usually cook them, and a lot of them we held to a very low amount of points. Okay, we've owned the Denver Nuggets in the last 6 games. We are 5-1. Okay, and in the last 2 games against the Denver Nuggets, Jalen Brunson dropped 42 points and 30 points. Are you hearing me? Brunson cooked them. And guess what? Brunson is due for a big game because he had a bad game against OKC scoring-wise. So JB don't go 2 games in a row, especially against a very soft defense like the Denver Nuggets. But yeah, that's all I mean, in terms of the game, I know I went on for a minute, but that's what my thoughts are on the game tonight. And that's why I'm confident that the Knicks will get a victory, will get a win. Big time salute to everybody in the building. I do appreciate you guys' support. Let's make sure I'm good. Okay, salute to my man Hakeem the Dream. Thank you for the super. He said, Brunson on the championship team is oh my God. Hold up. Wait, what? He said Brunson on a championship team is a number 3 option. Are y'all jacking that? Now, if you would have said number 2 option, okay. Because how could Brunson... All right. Let's do it like this. Now, I know this is not going to be the perfect example, but salute to you, Hakeem the Dream. I do appreciate the super. Let's do it like this, yo. Let's go to me see if this is going to give me a hard time. Hold on. Let's go to the league leaders, dog. That's where we're going to go. We're going to go to the league leaders, all right? Because that is preposterous. So right now, when you look at the league leader in points, Jalen Brunson is 9th. How many guys score more than Jalen Brunson to equate to him being the third option? And if that's the case, if he's the third option, why aren't these guys scoring more than Jalen Brunson now? Why do we have to wait to put Jalen Brunson with these guys to make him a third option? He's 9th in scoring. There's only 8 guys who score more than Jalen Brunson. So hypothetically, if you put Jalen Brunson with Kawhi, Jalen Brunson will be the second option. If you put Jalen Brunson with Donovan Mitchell, I don't know if he'll be the second option. That's a good one. You put him with Jokic, number 2. You put him with Brown. You know, there's a debate there. Hold up. Am I in the right place? I am. You put him with Brown. Brown's averaging 28.9 now, but there's a debate there. Tyrese Maxey and Jalen Brunson. Is Jalen Brunson the second option? You put him with Ant-Man. Okay, yes. SGA Luka. Okay. With those guys, he's the second option. I want to look at it another way. All right? Because we only got a few championship teams. So what team that's in the top right now? All right? I mean, how many of these teams do you want to make contenders? Let's make the top 4 teams in each conference. Let's make those guys championship contenders. And then now let's put Jalen Brunson on those teams and let's ask if he will be a third option. So the Detroit Pistons are a championship contender, which I don't think they are, but let's just say they are. They got the best record. I tell you what, if you add Jalen Brunson to the Pistons, yeah, they would be a championship contender, 100%. Will Jalen Brunson be the number 1 option and the number 2 option? What do you got to say about that, Hakeem? Would he be the number 1 or number 2 option? Either way, we know for a fact he would not be the number 3 option. That's one thing we know. What about Boston? Tatum is back, but Tatum is not 100%. Brown and Brunson, who is the third option? Who's the second option? I don't know. I can make an argument for both. But let's say, all right, Boston would be that example. I'll give you Boston. Skip the Knicks. He's on the Knicks. Let's go to Cleveland. You add Jalen Brunson to the Cleveland Cavaliers. Is Brunson going to be the third option on this team? Okay, I don't even want to even unpack that. How about the Oklahoma City Thunder? You put Jalen Brunson on the Oklahoma City Thunder. You got Jalen Williams dealing with a lot of injuries. His best year, I think he averaged 22 points. Let's pull it up. Why not? What did Jalen Williams, what is his career high, right? For him to push Jalen Brunson to be the number 3. I forget the 17.6 this year. I could have used that and just kept it moving. But let's just look at his career. Let's see what he's done in his career. So his career high in points is 21.6 points per game. He will be the second option over Jalen Brunson? We got to stop, bro. Like, we just be putting stuff in the chat to make it seem like it makes sense. But when you're dealing with the objective fan, I'm going to put it on the screen on you. I might even go to just talk from my opinion. What about on the San Antonio Spurs? Jalen Brunson, if you consider, I don't even consider them contenders, but let's just for fun. You put Jalen Brunson on the Spurs? You trying to tell me that he'll be the number 3 option? Okay. What about the Minnesota Timberwolves? He would be the number 3 option? What about the Houston Rockets? He would be the number 3 option? Stop. I'm done. That's how you deal with that. I'm done. Yeah, you bugging, Hakeem. Sorry, you're bugging. I love you, Hakeem. Continue to smash that like button, though. All right? We still don't got enough likes. Big time salute to that guy, 22. Big time salute to Crim's dad in the building. Great to see you, Crim's dad. Big time salute to Chosen and Loving It. I'm glad you figured out the Discord. Big time salute to J-Tap Mob. All right, I see you. And of course, Maxine, the super producer. All right. So hold on, let me see something. I did miss a couple of calls. You guys want to call up? You can. I missed a couple of calls. Let me see if this guy can still jump on the line. By the way, I'm working on this debate with this Brooklyn Spurs fan. Let me see. I'm gonna send him a message before I call back. All right. And you should know by now, if I miss your call, I will call back. But let's continue to get those likes up. Very important to the algorithm. All right. If you joined the show, you hadn't hit the like button, continue to smash that like button now. There's no greater time than now to smash the like button. All right. We have the 100 like minimum. Let's get us there. It's very important that we get there, okay? Big time salute to everybody in the building. I see you guys in the chat. Chat is lit. Let me see. Did he respond? Hold on. 2 seconds as we get those likes up. I heard something. The hell was that? I'm assuming he said yes. All right, let me get him on. All right. 646-995-8389. Call up, voice your opinion. Let's see what this brother want to talk about. Uh-oh, man. Where we going, man? Where we going, man?
Oh, you called back.
I'm going to call back.
Oh, I thought you was running from the smoke, man.
Never. I know you from the Ville. You never ran, never will.
Never will. But you saw
that statement. Did you see the whole Brooklyn? Let's go.
It applies to the whole Brooklyn. Shout out to Brooklyn. But listen, remember, I just wanted to show you how this is all coming together right now. You guys are what, 0-3 versus Detroit?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, 0-3 versus Detroit. Yes.
Right, and I think I sent you a text in the Cash App to say, I want you to review the blueprint of how to beat Detroit. And you know what that blueprint would look like?
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. That was you.
That would look like a Spurs game. That's what that would look like. All right. So the only reason it looks so easy is because we have that guy. You had a caller on today that Wemby. And the reason that these guys, the reason that everybody's talking about championship windows closing, because everybody knows, maybe not you yet, but when the Spurs win this year, they know it's pretty much over.
That's not
for the
happening.
Next 4 to 5. For the next 4 to 5.
Listen, we got to set up this debate because listen, we're gonna talk about the finals though. Like it's gonna be ugly for y'all, man. I'm telling you right now, it's gonna be sad for the Spurs. Though you're gonna be like, oh man, I thought Wemby was ready. He's
but with the Denver game,
yes,
you guys are in trouble tonight.
You know how many? First of all, we smacked Denver the most out of anybody in the last 3 years, right? You do realize that, right?
I mean, I get it, but I just think this version of Denver at this piece, I think people are underestimating. You guys' defense are way more aggressive this year than in past years, and that's Jokic gonna pick y'all apart.
Hell,
Jokic's gonna pick that apart. He's gonna pick y'all apart tonight.
Listen, Jokic can get 30 and 10. He can get 30 and 10.
No. I don't want the 10. I'm talking about he's gonna have about 13, 14 assists. That's gonna be the part that hurts. No, that's the part that's gonna hurt because you guys overcommit a lot now, gamble a lot, very aggressive on the. This is the most I've seen the Knicks be. This is the most aggression I've ever seen them with in a long time on the perimeter, and they made a lot of mistakes against the Spurs. They took a lot of gambles. It paid off. Granted, paid off.
We beat y'all twice. What are you talking about? We got y'all up out of here twice this year. Stop it,
Both trap games. We just lost to the Nets.
Oh, nah.
We lost to the Nets, and then we beat OKC. Like, to come and play the Knicks, it's like,
Dude, we beat you twice, though. We should have beat you 3 times, to be real, because that was our trap game. Yeah, you didn't want to talk about what the Knicks had to go through to go to San Antonio. You talk about what the Spurs went through, but the Knicks had to go through hell during that first loss to the Spurs. You do realize that, right?
I do, but I just pray that y'all finish third in the East, because if y'all don't, it's gonna be, you don't want to run into Detroit first or second round. It's gonna be bad for y'all.
Detroit the second. First off, we're gonna be. Hold on. No. You got a little bit more time because you said there a little something. I'm gonna let you get a couple of more minutes. Hold up. So hold on. Listen. Let me just say this. The Detroit Pistons, brother, they didn't see us at our best like we saw, like how y'all saw us. When the first 2 games, we didn't have. Man, the second game we lost to the Spurs, we didn't even have 3 starters.
Okay.
Like we lost to the Pistons. I'm sorry, we didn't have 3 starters. So
the game when y'all beat the Spurs, Wemby's mom died before the game. His grandmother died before the game, but nobody
listen,
talks
man,
about that.
he
You know what I'm
played,
saying?
dog.
Yeah,
That's
but
it. He
I
played.
get it. But his
He
grandmother
played and got
died right
cooked.
before the game. They did, but his grandmother died right before the game. So it's
So
not
hold on.
like
The last game. By the way, RP to grandma. We ain't gonna just overtalk that. That's definitely sad news. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to take that away from the brother. But the second game y'all lost. I mean, yeah, I'm not giving you that excuse, brother.
it was a trap game. Like I told you, it's 9 games on the road. I mean, it's not an excuse, it's just reality. But anyway,
How you gonna have a trap game against a top 3 team? Come on, brother.
Today's another barometer of a Western Conference team against you guys. You failed against OKC. You're gonna fail tonight
That's the only
again
team we
against.
failed against. We beat everybody else in the West.
No, it's money time now. This is not the first half. This is money time. You see what we're doing? We're smacking teams about 15, 20. Teams that y'all have yet to beat for the season.
Okay.
And we're the teams that we're 7-0, 7-1 against the teams y'all are what? 1-6 against?
Yes.
Oh, terrible. But anyway, I do wish you the worst, and you have a blessed rest of the evening. I'll be looking at my Spurs destroy
Listen, we're gonna set
Clippers.
that debate up. We're gonna set that debate up.
And I do think Jokic is gonna go for at least 13 assists tonight. That's gonna be the deciding factor in the game. He's gonna pick y'all apart if y'all play overly aggressive tonight.
Man, he had 10 assists the first game. He brought them back. They went on a run in the fourth
I
quarter.
think
They
it's going to
couldn't
be
win
worse.
that game.
I think it's going to be historic tonight. He might put up 15, 17 assists on you guys tonight.
Man, he going to get cooked, dog. Trust me. What's their record? They 17-12 at home? Get out. Come on, son. We got to stop. We got to stop.
Second half. It's playoff time.
We the favorite going into their house.
The favorite. FanDuel means what?
So they trying to lose money?
They always. Okay. I mean, listen. Somebody always loses. They don't make the odds so that you can win every time. There's underdogs and favorites, and they call them favorites for a reason. They don't call them guarantees.
No, there's no guarantees in life. But I'm telling you right now, we're gonna get that W. They ain't ready. Their defense is trash, dog.
They
might not make it out of the first round.
Without Watson, their defense is not versatile at all. But
that's a fact.
But I do think offensively, if the Knicks overcommit, they're gonna play it to Denver's hand, and it's gonna be a worse game than they need to.
Denver offensively, I put them and us as the top 2 offenses. Like when it's time to get buckets, Denver could pour it on you, 100%. I can't deny that. I seen them do it. I'm like, damn, that's out of nowhere.
Murray's the most underrated point guard in the league, but I have a lot of noise around me, though, brother. I wish you the best, and thank you for calling back, man. And I do wish y'all the worst tonight. Denver by 12. I called it, all right?
All right. It's all cap, but I feel you, brother. Have a good one.
All right, you too.
All right. Could you believe it? A Bronzeville Spurs fan. He's from Bronzeville. Salute to Bronzeville. A lot of great people in Bronzeville. This guy is a Spurs fan, though. Come on, dog. Where they do that at? Why I got to be a Brooklyn dude to be a goddamn Spurs fan, man? But crazy stuff, yo. Listen, we seen Jokic already drop a triple-double against us. We are not worried about Jokic. Continue to smash that like button, y'all. We are not worried about Jokic dropping a triple-double. He did it already, all right? And they still lost. And he propelled them. He was part of the reason why they came back in the fourth quarter. It was him doing that stuff. That's facts. And also Towns, right? Remember, Towns got into foul trouble once again. Okay? Towns needs to watch that because, we need him on the floor. We need somebody to go at Jokic. Mitchell Robinson's not going at Jokic offensively. We need to be able to go out, and we need to put Jokic in pick and roll. See, that's something that Minnesota did. And I think that's Minnesota's advantage against Denver. I think Minnesota could beat Denver in the playoff series. Seriously. I know they lost the first 3 games. I know that. But if you look at the way they played them in that last game, if they played like that into the postseason, remember, the regular season, postseason, there's no correlation. Okay, so let's not act like that. But I truly do think that the Minnesota Timberwolves will give this team a lot of problems because Rudy Gobert setting picks every play. Every other play is a Rudy Gobert screen. Now, Naz Reid, you have to keep him away from Jokic. Jokic is like the Naz Reid find. And when he finds Naz Reid, straight buckets all day, every day. All day, every day. But I'll be back with more of your calls and more after these messages.
Hey y'all, it's Maxine, the super producer of the Objective Knicks fan channel. If you're a creator, a business owner, or have a story to tell, this is your chance to get in front of thousands of passionate Knicks fans. Our live streams routinely hit 7,000 viewers, and some videos have even done 18,000 views. The channel just keeps blowing up, so it's time to grow with us. We've got high impact ad spots that play multiple times during the show, and the business spotlight where you talk directly with Karan Pierre, share your story, and get your name, logo, and links promoted across all socials. If you're ready to get seen, known, and grow your audience, email info@thisweekinsidethenix.com.
Linktree/TheObjectiveFan. It has everything. If you want to work with us, send us an email and we respond. Okay. All you got to do is hit that Linktree. Linktree/TheObjectiveFan. That link stays on the screen. Hold on. Let me make sure. Get this brother back on the line. 646-995-8389. Now I gotta remember that Cash App is this guy from Brownsville. What's going on, Moses? Where we going?
Nothing much, man. Quick question, yo. How many years Jokic got left in his contract?
One more.
Bro, I don't know if Jokic is going to resign with Denver, bro.
Yeah, that's the biggest question. I think he might wind up with the Lakers. That's just my my prediction.
Oh, why the Lakers?
Because Luka is there, and the Lakers always get players like that.
But if he doesn't end up with LA, where he's going to end up then?
Probably back in Denver.
Definitely, he's not going to end up here because I don't think we got the money to get him.
Hell no, he ain't coming there. I wouldn't want Jokic, to be honest. I don't think he and Brunson would work.
Oh, why you say that? I mean, would you not take a chance with him?
Hell no, because one, he don't play no goddamn defense. And if I'm going up against Cleveland, they going to run pick and roll all day.
Oh, yeah,
put him in pick and roll all day. Yo, Minnesota, they put him in pick and roll I'm not exaggerating. Every other play, and they were getting buckets. There was nothing that Denver could do about it.
Yeah. Nope. So you prefer, again, to get to the Giannis thing, so you prefer Giannis?
Over Jokic, yes. Yeah, I would. Because I think that he requires less than what Jokic requires. I think Jokic requires more. You need to have guys that can cover up his weaknesses. Like with Giannis, all you need is shooters.
But here's the crazy part. They went to the finals 3 years ago.
Yeah, and then Bucks went to the finals 4 years ago. What that mean?
True. I mean, yo, to me, bro, this year I think they're starting to pick up, but I want to see that in the postseason. Like,
Denver is playing their worst basketball of the season, right? They 5-5. They've been getting cooked. I'm telling you, I watched it. They've been getting cooked. Yeah, the Nuggets.
I'm talking about, last thing I'm gonna say. What if Miles McBride gets back? Then I mean, I was hearing that he might be back when the playoff comes.
Before the playoffs, that's what Ian said. He said the week before the playoffs.
Oh, so if he comes back, I mean, him and Alvarado, you think they'll work in the backcourt? That's the question.
Yeah, 100%. I just don't want to see 3-point guards. I don't want Jose, Brunson, and Deuce. I don't want that. But yeah, two of them could work.
Yeah, I mean, but Hart is gonna come off the bench. Who's starting as a shooting guard? He usually be switched.
That's a good question. I don't know.
I think Mikal Bridges may have to come off the bench, man.
I would love to see it. It's not gonna happen. But I would love to see that.
And I would start Miles McBride at the 2, or who would you start? Who would you prefer to start? Miles McBride.
I gave out a wacky suggestion. It's real wacky. I'm warning you. It's wacky as hell. And it's probably a bad idea, but hey, I'm willing to roll the dice. I would start Sohan. That's just me.
At the 2? Sohan.
No, not at the 2. I would start him. No, but I would start Sohan at the 4, and then move OG to the 3. And then if Hardy's out there, he'll be the 2. Mikel's out there, he'll be the 2. And let Sohan be the point of attack defender, so he can guard the 2 guards or the point guards or whoever. And then the reason why I wanted that is because I felt like Towns is not getting enough shots. Yeah, Towns is not getting enough shots.
Again, I would prefer Bridges to come off the bench and you know, in Hart or Miles McBride might start the two. You understand? And then yeah,
I think you'll be really small. You'll be really small, but I mean, Deuce has shown some good. Yeah, you know, he's shown good. You know,
so that's why he said Hart. Hart. You prefer which one call him? Hart to start the two.
Yeah, you could do Hart. Like if I had Sohan out there, I would just put Hart at the 2.
I mean, man, hopefully it works, man. Again, let's get to the finals, man. Let's win.
That's all we need, man.
That's all we need.
We all gonna be there, 100%. We all gonna be there.
If you don't win, Towns, we're letting you know right now. If you don't at least go to the finals, even if we lose. But if we don't go to the finals this year, bro, whatchamacallit, Giannis is gonna replace you, son. I'm sorry.
Listen, I don't think it's gonna be Towns. I think it's gonna be them other 2 guys who ain't done nothing. OG and Mikal. But I appreciate you, brother. Big time.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I mean, if I had the choice for the Giannis trade, I would trade the wings. I'm sorry. Because I want Towns, Brunson, and Giannis together. Yeah, I think that just looks way more dangerous. It looks way more crazy. It looks way more outrageous. I think that's the lineup that I would want to see. I'm keeping it real. But that's if Giannis wants to come here. And if he doesn't want to come here, then he could get the hell up out of here. I'm not going to this is not the old school days where we want guys who don't want to come to New York. If you don't want to come here, I don't need to convince you. One of the greatest cities in the world. We got to convince you to come here. You should be like, yo, I want to go to New York. Send me there now. That's the type of energy we need. We don't need no guys who don't want to be here and now we got to act like we want these guys. Nah, we're not going for that in New York City. Hell no. It's either you want to be here or you don't want to be here. But listen, y'all, I will be back tonight. Where there's smoke, there's fire. Big time salute to the chat. If you didn't smash that like button, smash it on the way out. And until next time, as always, let's go.